Carolina Classic. The 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, let's get out to the action. From Planet Fun in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. Welcome to the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. The 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, let's get out to the action. From Planet Fun in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. Welcome to the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. The 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, let's get out to the action. From Planet Fun in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. Welcome to the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. The 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, let's get out to the action. From Planet Fun in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. Welcome to the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. The 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by I Am Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowlmetrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, let's get out to the action. From Planet Fun in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. Welcome to the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. The 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by IM Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy, by T&D Transportation, and by Quality Respite and Home Care. All scoring is provided by Bowl Metrics, official tournament management system of the Storm U Championships. This year, all SYC events and tournaments are aligned with charities, Ballard versus the Big C, and Make-A-Wish Utah. Now, let's get out to the action. From Planet Fun in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. Welcome to the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic. The 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic, presented by Storm Bowling. The Storm U Championships are brought to you by IM Bowling, the official merchandiser for the SYC. By PBA Junior, the PBA Youth Club for bowlers under the age of 18. And by KEGEL, built for bowling. By Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Footwear, Master Accessories, Ballard's Bowling Academy.
All right, welcome back, everyone. We are back. It is Coastal Classic. We're at Planet Fun, round 2, or round Planet Fun.
Planet Fun.
Yeah, it's Planet Fun. I'm joined by Blaine Furukawa,
Howdy, everyone.
father of the young Aiden Furukawa, who we just, by saying your name, we just jinxed Aiden, apparently.
That's all right. It's early.
It is early, yes. And how did Aiden bowl over at Little River?
Up and down.
Up and down.
Up and down. He was about 35 under, I think.
Okay.
But couldn't get back-to-back games going. But he limited his damage. So
I heard that this year, normally Little River is the striking house.
yes, I think you guys took that away this year.
Apparently,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Well, I think typically, this is our third time down here. I
Yeah.
think typically you have the short pattern
Yes.
at Little River.
Yeah.
This year,
We
not
flipped
so
it. We
much,
flipped
yes.
it. Yeah.
So yeah, I think people are going to be surprised one way or the other when they go to Little River and can't really expect those big scores, I think, like years past. So.
Yeah. So I'm pulling up our handy-dandy lane assignments right now so that we can talk about who we're watching.
Absolutely.
We got Mr. Rylan Brews. I see young Rylan up there. On that pair, we also have Connor Campbell, Brody Dilla, James Jurahob. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Connor, Rylan Clayton, Washington, Brody. Who else we got? Christopher Daughtry and Peyton Bray.
All righty.
Those are our bowlers.
My understanding is Rylan is one of few people that have actually done every Coastal Classic.
Yes.
So
We got Mr. Rylan, Morgan Klein, and Benjamin Lenars.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Rylan did used to live here, so he did have an advantage. But
Gotcha.
still, to make it in, back in the day, it was
Yeah.
like a minute or 30 seconds one year to make it into the Coastal Classic.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, this is by far, I think, our favorite one. Just
Yeah.
the proximity to the Myrtle Beach and the ocean, and obviously the beach party on Friday nights. Pretty cool.
yeah, and you did what lots of families do when they come to the Coastal Classic. You rented a house
Yes.
with some families.
With some
this
other
year.
families. Yep,
How's that going?
it's going great.
Yeah.
Yep.
None of the kids have.
No one's wanting to kill each other, so that's
It's good.
always a good thing, and gets their mind off of bowling after bowling, which is good.
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes it could fester.
Yeah.
You
Now,
focus.
Do they have any challenges or dares amongst themselves during bowling?
I believe there is some sort of bet about the lowest set. I'm not sure if it's official,
Yeah.
but I heard some rumblings about the person that has the lowest set has to jump into the ocean or something like that.
It's cold.
So
too.
I know. So I'm not sure if it's official, but
That's an incentive at this point.
yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
But
So we see Chris. Now, so this morning, I don't know if it'll play the same. This morning, the tricky part of Planet Fun was you had to find a way to get to the pocket without hitting this gigantic out of bounds.
yes,
And then also, if you missed even slightly inside to the left, the ball was gone.
Yes,
So-
that's kind of what we saw in practice.
Yeah.
So yeah, going back to the short pattern, since it's not at Little River this year, it's here.
Yes.
This house has been known to be a bit difficult.
It does have that reputation.
Again, not a bad thing.
Yes.
But yeah, urethane wasn't the the obvious choice during practice, like
Like
we saw in
usual.
years past.
Yeah.
With Little River, you could throw urethane on the short pattern and have a good look. Didn't seem to be that way this year here with the short pattern being here at Planet Fun. So I do see that the outside seems to have definitely some out of bounds.
There's a definite, and it defines even more as it goes on. At least it did.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it makes it look pretty miserable, actually.
Yeah,
I had Tommy Jones in here, and he's like, "Yeah, this is hard."
Oh, this is going to be great then.
Yeah.
Especially
Now-
for the second set of the day too, right? So
Yeah. Now the only difference that I will say is this morning they had more boys on
Okay.
their squad. I see a lot more girls mixed into this grouping, so that might play to the boys' advantage.
absolutely.
Actually.
Yep.
Give them a little bump to the right. Because they tend to start a little further right. Nice little spare there.
Yeah, looking at scores overall, it looks like I mean even the scores here weren't really all that
No.
high. I mean there was a couple of people that obviously had a great look based on the scores.
Yeah, it was very easy to have a really good game and then follow it up with a really not so great
Yeah,
game.
that defined Aiden's morning. I think
Yeah.
couldn't string back-to-back 200s this morning, so
It's brutal.
it is. But I think Aiden and I think others enjoy,
The
or maybe
challenge.
not enjoy is maybe the wrong word, but yeah, they're up for the challenge. They'd rather it be a little difficult and not,
That's this
a
next
carry
generation.
fest, right?
Yeah, the next generation is all about the challenge. They're
Yeah.
like, we do not want it to be easy. Do not put on a strike vest. We're like, okay, you asked for it. This is what you want.
That's absolutely right. Here you go.
Yeah, really. Yeah, we did have a question. John wants to know, I'm sorry, someone else wants to know. No Little River feeding. We are only live streaming from Planet Fun. However, Gary Holsenberg has said he will be calling in at some point in this round to give a Little River update.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, was there an update this morning?
No.
No. All
He
right.
missed
well,
the text message.
I see.
Yeah. He apparently was really busy over there. That's what I heard.
Yes, he was actually going around keeping score.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right. Very nice.
Yeah, he did a good job.
There you go. It is good to see Gary, though. I mean,
It was.
He hasn't been at an SYC recently, so.
It's always great to see all three of you, Leanne, and Gary, come out.
Yeah, it's rare that we're all three together anymore. So it's fun. It's fun when we're all here.
Being that this is the last one for the year, I'm sure you guys are enjoying it.
Yes. We already are planning for 2024. We got lots of ideas, and we're excited for the new season to kick off. Coastal Classic is on the schedule for next year.
Yep. Back in October, I believe, right?
Yes, Leanne had a little last year when we came here. I kid you not. When we knew the schedule, we had not announced it, but we knew it, and we were not coming back to Myrtle Beach when we arrived in Myrtle Beach last year.
I believe I remember that. Yes.
And Leanne, as the weekend's going on, we're like, man, what are like? We all love this tournament. Families love this tournament. People are going to be devastated if we take it off. It's our longest running tournament.
Yeah, right.
And so she's like, by the end of the weekend, we had finalized a new date, which is why we're in November. And now we will not be silly and take it off the schedule
Well, and
anymore.
it actually worked out
This
this year. I mean, the weather is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really not. It's not really crowded either. So I
No.
assume this is off season for them.
Yeah.
So the houses were a little bit more readily
Affordable.
available, affordable.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so there's some good things. I mean, it's not all bad, and it got to come back, so that's good.
It's true. Yeah. And the McCalls are always great. We love coming here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can't thank them enough.
Oh, they're unbelievable. So literally, we were eating lunch while you guys were driving here. and Brian and Sue McCall are in the kitchen. Like, they are not owners that are, like, watching their staff, like, try to get through a busy time. They're back. Their sleeves are up. They're cooking.
Getting
Brian
dirty,
was
right?
Cooking.
Yep.
Like, he cooked our meal. I'm like, oh, my goodness, you guys. So.
No, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
and a lot of hard work to make these tournaments
Oh,
go smoothly,
yeah, totally.
especially year after year. So we do definitely thank everyone involved, especially as parents of the youth that have the opportunity to go to such events. So.
Well, we thanked you
Great.
guys for being here because the tournament wouldn't be possible if the parents didn't support it. So, has Aiden noticed that you're in the booth yet?
He doesn't pay attention to me. He actually probably rather I be here because that means I can't go up there and bother him.
Yeah,
so
right?
lets him do his own thing.
He's like,
So-
I don't need you, Dad.
Absolutely.
Was there a time when you could coach him?
Oh, yeah, and then,
Yeah, you
honestly,
do, you
he's
do.
he's really
Yeah.
He'll listen,
Yeah.
and he'll let me say my piece. Now, whether or not he agrees with it, that's fine. But
I mean, he was the junior gold champ, so
Yeah,
I don't know
well,
if you can really like.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess. I mean, is that something? I don't know.
It's pretty. I think it's a pretty big deal. How cool was that moment, though?
Oh my goodness.
Watching, I mean, it's like it's your kid fulfilling a dream that he's had, right?
I actually it was a long month to be able to watch it on TV because when you're there in the moment, you're not there.
Right.
I spent the whole time just kind of freaking out. Just really wasn't paying attention. So it was interesting to actually watch it when it was on TV and actually see what happened. So
yeah, you get to like review it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what happened.
and it's and it's still pretty unbelievable. I
Yeah.
mean, regardless of who it is and whatnot, junior gold is a pretty big deal. And
oh, it
so,
is absolutely.
I'm not sure if it really still to this day has kind of sunk in what an accomplishment it was for anyone really that makes it as a winner and even just to make it to the finals, just make it a match play. I mean, it's just a grind for junior gold. So
Oh yeah.
we are definitely very, very pleased and very happy for Aiden. And it's good to see his hard work after year pay off. Because
Yeah. Was he nervous for the TV show?
he says he was really nervous, but outward, you look calm.
Yeah,
Much calmer than I, would have expected
He
him
doesn't
to be.
look nervous at all, but a lot of times I say that about all of these kids. They're so calm when they're in really big situations.
Well, and I think it goes back to these tournaments that they have available now. I mean, they're used to bowling week in and week out on
That's
these,
true.
in that competitive state. It may not be on national TV with
Yeah.
cameras and the bright lights, but the competition and just that stress, or just that feeling, they've got a lot of practice on now. So I think that definitely helped. But it is no lie, it is very hot underneath those lights.
It
Even
is.
just sitting there, I mean, I can only imagine just how you have to maintain, your composure with the pressure, with the lights. That'd be a sweaty mess. I tell you that.
I agree. If
So-
anyone's ever sat on a telecast, they know. Yeah, they're hot, and it makes the lanes change a little bit.
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
So
Yeah, I mean,
anything that was working, you're like, wait a minute, this is completely different. So yet again, strikes are kind of hard to come by.
yeah, I'm looking. Not a lot of stringing here. I
Yeah.
think a couple doubles in front of the two pairs in front of us. Looking across, I see a couple turkeys.
Yeah,
There's a four. Or actually, a couple people
Oh yeah.
have four baggers there, lane
On the
27 and
girls' side.
28.
We'll have to check that out. Yeah, we the high game in front of us this morning was 265.
Okay.
That was as high as we got. And that was Mr. Mateo Quintero. He did that on the pair Aiden was on. Actually.
Very nice, great bowler he is as well.
Yes. But the same pair, we had a bowler that started with 250 and shot 180 and was arms up in the air. Like, what is going on? That's how quick transition
Yes.
is happening on this
Right.
pattern. Got a shout out to Grant Taylor on 31 and 32. The Taylors are in the house. Yes, they
Go
are.
Grant.
Yes, we are Taylor fans. I like the Taylors. They're
He's
nice.
part of Team Ohio.
Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you, you have to rebuild Team Ohio.
Yes,
though.
we're trying. I mean, we
You're
lost
recruiting.
about half of our team, with aging out. So
Yeah. You do have
So-
little Aaron cabinets, though.
Oh,
Don't
my
forget
goodness.
about little Aaron over there. Bam Bam.
let me tell you, we've got several young and upcoming bowlers that I'm so glad that Aiden's aging out of of the youth divisions.
Yeah.
So he won't have to deal with them.
Not until they're pulling on the PBA
oh,
tour
no doubt.
together.
It's amazing, and
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like that, across the country. But
Oh yeah.
I mean, like you said, we got Aaron Cavanis, Bam Bam, and
Yes.
then we also have, the Gordons,
Yeah.
Miles
Oh,
Gordon.
yeah.
I mean, my goodness. So
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of good bowling in Ohio.
Yeah, there is. It's just constant. I love it. I love
Yeah,
to
this
see
is great.
it. Yeah.
And again, I hate to keep on sound like a broken record, but it's these tournaments that make them as good as they are.
Well,
I
we
mean,
appreciate that. Yeah. I mean, it's all of them together, though. Like, we talked about it earlier. I can't remember who was in here. We were talking about when it started, how Gary saw this missing piece, right? There was great national tournaments, great local tournaments, but something was missing. And so we put together the SYC, which is that regional piece that kind of we felt like, we need something to bring kids together from different tours and let them bowl against each other before they go to junior gold. Because junior gold, as you know, is it's a marathon, right?
Yep, like I said, it's a grind. It's a grind for everyone involved, parents included.
Now, when Aiden won junior gold and he went back home, as many bowling families know, anyone that's listening that has a youth bowler, bowling doesn't get all of the respect it should.
Right.
Now, how has the community shown any interest in Aiden's success?
Yeah. So actually, our city, we know the mayor as well, but
Nice.
they did an interview with him, so that was nice, and obviously you got some recognition there.
Yeah.
And obviously the local associations and so forth.
Shout out to Joe Diamond.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's the best.
So
sorry, all other associations. I did not mean to dish you. I love you all.
well, you've got a connection though. I mean,
Joe raised me. I gotta say.
But yes, there was definitely recognition, but it wasn't over the top, which is fine because ultimately, like I said, there's talent everywhere,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just shows. I will say that this was the year for Team Ohio, though. I mean, there were a lot of, I want to say there were 7 people from Ohio that made the finals in junior gold, and obviously 3 won.
Yeah, it was a great year for Ohio, absolutely. Aiden was trying to pull, was it you or Aiden? Someone was trying to pull all Ohio. Because Carter and Jenna won first,
Yes,
right?
they won U20, but so we swept, well, Team Ohio swept U20.
Yeah.
And then Aiden got U18. But then, like I said, there was, Miles was in U15 and, or, rather, I think U12. And then Landon was U15. So we had quite a few of Ohio representatives.
It was
covering.
It was a good year for Ohio.
It really was. So that said, the local associations and so forth did give shout outs to everyone that made it. So it was kind of nice to see the love shared, if you will. So it wasn't completely focused just on Aiden, which was fine. I think that he liked that rather.
Yeah.
I think he'd rather not be the center of attention.
Now you have started doing some college searching with Mr.
Yes,
Aiden,
we have.
yes.
So that's exciting times. It's definitely a transition for all of us, knowing that he's moving on to his next stage in life here shortly. So it's exciting yet kind of
Sad.
the unknown
Yeah.
and sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So
Yeah, we had some bowlers that were talking. The parents were like, "This is our last Coastal Classic," and it's weird. You're not there yet. Don't worry. You're close.
we're close now. He may have not aged out after this, but now it all depends on how the collegiate schedules are and so forth of how many of these events he can do, right?
True.
So
yeah, that is true.
we may not be able to do another one of these because this happens to be, during the busiest collegiate schedule.
I'm not ready for this.
So
I'm not ready for all of these bowlers to age out on us. But I did talk to Aiden yesterday, which we'll have to chat about college. But it was funny because one of his important factors were the location closest to roller coasters, which I found very anyone that if you don't know, because many don't know, Aiden's like a roller coaster tycoon in real life.
yes, he loves his roller coasters. That's for sure.
Do you guys have your updated number? How many roller coasters have you been on?
You
Or
know,
has he been on? Do you go on all of them with him, or does he?
I do. I
Yeah.
do. I try anyway. I can't marathon like I used to.
Yeah.
We used to go to Cedar Point and just ride and ride and ride for 12 hours. But yes, I try to ride at least every roller coaster once.
Yeah.
But I think he's up to it's between 220, 230, something like that. I think.
Man.
But yes, and we didn't really go to a lot this year just because of bowling and
Yeah.
the college visits and so forth. So obviously that takes up some time.
Yes.
So yeah, we didn't get to go out to the amusement parks quite as often as we did in the past. But he loves his roller coasters still. So
I do too. Roller coasters are the best, but I also have had to slow down. I cannot do the. I have the inner ear thing. I think is starting to get me because the last time I was at Cedar Point, I did hit a limit where I knew,
I'm done,
we
right?
Can't,
Yeah.
yeah. And I never used to have that. So.
And it's a sad day when that comes because you're like,
No.
I want to ride more, but my body's saying no.
Yeah, the last one I rode
So-
that day was like the dragster, and which isn't even open anymore.
Hey, at least
right?
you got to ride the dragster. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's going to be
Imagined or
reimagined.
something.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've ridden that one quite a few times. So
Aiden loves that ride.
that was a good
You know.
one. Yeah,
I like it. I just think it's a little short.
it is very short, and it can
But-
wreck you. That was the one that wrecked me. It was my last one of the day, and I'm like, wow, I didn't think this was my last one, but apparently it is. So, anyway, but yeah, that was one of the important factors. Did you tell
Yeah.
the college coaches that, like, hey, your location to roller coasters matter? Can you make this?
I
work
personally
closer?
didn't because to me, education, the academics should be the most important
Yeah,
thing. No, but I'm sure that it's not a secret that he loves
he does.
his thrill rides. So
Yeah, maybe he should talk to the college coaches, and when they're traveling to these tournaments, he might need an extra day built in to go ride a ride.
that's right. Yep. Yeah, if there's definitely a theme park or thrill park anywhere close to the tournaments, Aiden's gonna want to go.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
He's going to be a little disappointed if his team chooses to go to Allentown, Pennsylvania, because you go during the off season,
right.
and so you have to drive past
You
the
can't
amusement park.
there's Dorney Park there,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be disappointing if he goes past the park and he can't go to it because
You
it's
literally
closed.
have to drive past, because I went to that
Right.
college tournament every year, and it was like,
And you saw it there,
yeah,
but it was just
you couldn't do
closed.
anything. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
really? Anyway, all right, we are in frame 6 already, but there is just not a lot of striking
No,
to
this-
report, unfortunately.
Looks pretty rough for them.
That was a great shot. There we go. He's like, I'll get that double. Thank you,
Very nice shot.
Mr. Chris there. Peyton looks like he's trying a different ball. He's like, you know what? We're going to try something different. Taylor Kretz she's picking up splits, but also
Yeah.
leaving them.
I see 4 circles there, right?
Yeah.
After a quick start, looks like transitions kind of catching up really quickly there.
Yeah,
Still a couple good scores on that pair, though.
there are. We do have one pair that I'm sure will catch up, but they started a little late. There was a little minor breakdown in practice, but what that does is anyone that's watching scores, which everyone's watching scores because we have the cut, will have a little slow unless they catch up, which they're actually doing a pretty good job of trying to catch back up. But they're a few frames behind, and that just gets more and more as the block goes on. So anyone that's watching for scores, that's what's going on. Our scorekeepers are not behind. They're staying on top of it.
Yes, they are. They're trying to keep it as up to date as possible, as soon as possible.
Yeah. Everyone's looking to see if any Venezuelans playing. We do not have any Venezuelans bowling this weekend, but if anyone from Venezuela wants to come and bowl in
Yeah.
SYC,
Please
you
do.
are welcome. Always.
The more the merrier. I understand there are 25 states, I believe, represented.
25 states. We have 25 states, and we have 49 first-time SYC
That's-
bowlers. And we also believe, as of 2023, we have had a person from all 50 states bowl in
Really?
the SYC. We officially did it. When we went to Rhode Island, we had a couple East Coast states. New Hampshire was one of them, and we had someone bowl from New Hampshire. And
That's a pretty big milestone.
it was. I was very
Yep.
excited because it's always been like 48, 49. We had Alaska and Vegas every year, so I'm like, we got the hard ones. We have Hawaii, Alaska. Where's the rest of everyone? So
You guys should map out the number of participants that you've had from each state. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
because I'm sure you've got a record of
you would
all the
think.
participants
well,
somewhere.
we do. We do.
Not
have
to
a
call you
record.
out or
Yeah,
put you
no,
on the spot.
No,
but
we do have a record. We have all the records. It's just hard to, you know, who actually was doing this at one point. John Boris was helping us.
I
during
can
the
definitely see him.
pandemic.
Yes. Yes.
He had more time, and he did this whole dashboard of SYC participants, and it was really cool. You could see like averages. He was working with Ted from Bowlmetrics, and it was just incredible. And we need to go back and do that again. We do have everything. It's just putting it all together.
Put it together, right.
Yeah.
It'd just be interesting to see, you know, historically where people have come from.
Yeah.
And I know that one of the goals of SYCs is to hold it in places that, you know, you've never been, so that
Yes.
it gives the opportunity for those to enjoy this, you
Right.
know, that haven't in the past. So
Yeah, yeah. Rhode Island was a big one for us. They've wanted the tournament for years, and we just had to make it work. And they were a fantastic host. We went to a lot of new places this year. Baton Rouge, which we're going back to next year. Rhode Island, we're going to try to get back on the schedule in the future. Where else did we go that was new?
Yep.
We had a lot of
you
new
had
ones.
Idaho.
Idaho, yep. We are going back to Idaho next year, which is another. That's very. The West Coast is interesting. Now that I live there, I kind of understand the intricacy a little more. The bowling centers tend to be a little smaller on the West Coast in general. Like there aren't the 60-lane centers. There aren't multiple centers. There's like one every 30 miles, and it's like 32 lanes, right?
Okay.
It's very small. So while there are a lot of bowlers and youth bowlers out there, there's just not big enough centers to host an event like an SYC. However, we have in Idaho, we have this nice center that they want to host, and it's big enough that we can kind of hold a West Coast event, because it is tricky for like people from California and Washington and Arizona, like all of those places. They always have to travel back east for
Right.
junior gold, but there just isn't. There's not enough bowling centers in California that they could even host a junior gold tournament.
And I think that's what we have to remember as the bowling community, because I do often ask that question of why are the junior gold
Right.
tournaments seemingly, you know, it's great for us that live in Ohio and the Midwest.
Yeah, right.
We don't have to travel as much, but I do feel for those that live in California and the
Oh,
West
yeah.
Coast. They're doing a lot of traveling to go to those
Yeah.
big tournaments.
Yeah,
so,
and some of them have to, at some point, they have to opt out, and they
Right.
say, you know, every other year, and you know, it's not fun. And like, you know, Vegas, for us, Vegas is a huge tournament. We love the Vegas tournament. Families love going to Vegas. Parents love Vegas. The kids are like, oh, it's cool. Like, there's still stuff for. I
Sure.
think it's not as known that there is stuff for kids to do in Las
do,
Vegas,
right.
And so we always host it during the high school bowling season for the East Coast, because we're giving the West Coast that opportunity. Like, hey, come and bowl this tournament. This year, Las Vegas has decided that they're going to be the sports capital of the world, apparently. And on top of hosting an F1 race, they're like, hey, let's bring the Super Bowl here, too, a few months later.
oh, wow.
So what happened, because we always do February in Vegas, everyone knows it.
Yep.
We lost our weekend thanks to the Super Bowl.
So that's why
Yeah,
I
and
see.
then so the Super Bowl came, and we're like, okay, that's no problem. We'll push it a week. They have other tournaments.
Sure.
And then the USBC's coming in
Yep.
for their tournaments, so we couldn't do that. We asked them another month. We're holding another tournament because South Point is hard to get into.
That's what I understand. Yes.
Yeah, so we will go back in 2025. We'll get back to Vegas, and it's
So you mentioned a good point, though. You schedule Las Vegas during the times that the East Coast has their high school, and that I didn't put the two,
Yeah.
one and one together. So,
Yeah.
so that's actually
Leah
that makes
does,
total sense.
She does a lot of thinking.
Yeah. No, and that's great because
She really does. I mean, people are like, and I don't mean to say that like, the schedule. She works so hard on the schedule, and people at the end of it will be like, "Why didn't you go here? And why didn't you do this? And why?" And we're like, "Yeah, thank you."
yeah, there's a reason. There's a method to the madness, all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's a lot of work. But if anyone ever, I mean, we tell people all the time because we always are looking for new hosts. Or I shouldn't say we're always looking for new hosts. We're looking for hosts that want to host the SYC because, like, when we went to Rhode Island and Rochester this year, we went there for the first time. And then even just being here at Planet Fun in Little River, they want to be part of the SYC.
Absolutely.
And when you come, you feel like they're on your team too. Like if we have a breakdown like we did, their team is working as hard as we are to make sure that it's a short breakdown and that the bowlers are okay, right?
Yep.
And so we're looking for hosts like that. And we do have a forum on our website that goes straight to Leanne. So if you want to host a tournament, you can fill it out. And then it's a contact form, and we'll contact you and get some details and start talking about maybe having a SYC in your area. So it is the West Coast and East Coast is completely different. They're completely different animals
Oh, yeah.
for bowling. I mean, it's just incredible. But what I found out today, though, and I didn't know in Ryland, his godmother Joan, who's with him this weekend because he comes and visits them. He now lives in Las Vegas.
So he is lives in Las Vegas
yeah,
now.
He does.
Okay.
Yeah, he moved to Las Vegas. They moved 1 or 2 years ago, and Ryland high school bowling is coming to Nevada. And so Ryland actually gets to bowl high school now, and he set some records for his high school team. And Kenny Keegan, who actually was in, he told me that Nevada is kind of doing like Ohio high school, where they're trying to make it varsity, and they're starting to learn these restrictions things. That's unfortunate, but
it's just part of it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I go, oh yeah, Ohio could tell you about that.
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
but
really, you make it work.
And that's all you can do. I mean, you always find ways to make stuff work that you want to do.
Yeah.
So
Is Aiden bowling high school again this year?
Yes, this is actually the last tournament that he'll do before high school starts. So
yeah, makes sense because it's that time of year already.
Yeah, and actually it's kind of ironic you mentioned that because he's actually paired up with one of his high school teammates as well,
no
Nick
way.
Green. So
Nice.
travel
That's
all the
cool.
way to North Carolina so the two of them can bowl together.
That's funny.
They're both also missing tryouts on Monday, but that's all right.
They're getting their reps in.
Yeah.
Don't worry, coaches. We got you.
The coaches understand why they're missing.
Yeah, that's funny.
So we've got I see a 235. That's actually a really good score.
Yeah,
the way things are looking right now.
Adrian is shooting that one. Yeah, 235 might be the high. 216 it looks like we have on the next pair. There was a shout out for Allison Taylor. It's Team Taylor in the chat. They're all the Taylor fans are out. Allison, it looks like she can get to 187.
Yep, she strikes out. She's working on a double there.
So this is always a really good vision check, and I do need to go back to my eye doctor.
Yeah. I don't have the best vision either.
Yeah,
so,
right. I know. Good shot by Allison. She's just off camera, but you can see her pin count.
She ended up with a 190 or 185, I think.
Yeah, 185. Yep.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of really high scores though, so this is similar to what we saw over at Little River.
Yeah, that's a good little get there by Aiden.
Yeah, 190. I'll take that.
Yeah, it's a good start. John says that he wishes they'd gotten Colin into sport bowling earlier. Do so much SYC tournaments. Yeah, we're glad we met Colin in Rhode Island last month. It was great to see him there, and I think we hear that from a lot of parents that they either get their bowler into the sport and they're like, "This is great. Why weren't we doing this all along?"
Yeah.
Or, I mean, Aiden's been bowling since he was a little kid.
Yeah,
got him in early.
And again, it's it's hard to explain if you've not done it, but to come and witness and experience these types of events, I mean, it's just they become family because you go to one, you meet a bunch of new people, and then you go to the next one and you see those same people and you meet new ones, and you just keep on building this so-called, we call it the bowling community, the bowling family. So it's not all about just competing on the lanes and stressing out on hard conditions. That's part of it and learning. But then afterwards, it's just being able to hang out and just enjoy yourselves.
Chilling. You guys are gonna go find somewhere great to eat dinner tonight, or probably bring in food to the house, right?
Yep. I think the boys want to go karting or something like that. So yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of that type of stuff, which makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really that's the part of it, right? The social aspect.
Yep.
All right, so we are going to watch these young men finish this game. Rylan,
nice pickup there for him.
That was a tough pickup, and he needed it.
Yep. So I think
in Rylan terms, he can get out to 173. I think
173 if he strikes.
Got another Grant and Allie. Man, the Taylor group bring fans.
They do.
I love it.
They absolutely do.
I'm a Taylor fan.
Oh yeah.
Team Taylor.
As you should be.
I know. I'm a fan of all the kids. They really it's fun. It's fun to watch all their groups, and Grant tries to get that one to go Brooklyn. Rylan, let's try something else.
Yeah, I think that was a test shot, I think.
Yeah, I
Just to see if,
it's not
there's
there.
something there.
All right, Rylan finishes with a 1. Forget already.
172, I believe.
Okay, you're right. 172, yes. And he'll move.
All right. Good Brooklyn for Nick Green there.
A little muscle action at the camera. Very
Absolutely.
Nice. Peyton goes for the baby split. Went in between. That's the worst when you go in
between
it.
So why is it you can make a 10-pin? Like it's nothing when it's stuck there with a 3-pin, but when it's by itself, you can't hit it.
I have no idea. Trust me, I have no idea. I've tried to figure it out, and I don't understand. Yeah.
Sometimes the laws of bowling.
It's true. Can Nick double? Let's see. Oh.
Looking good. There you are.
Oh, double.
Looks like he's throwing a pitch black. So you may be throwing urethane. We'll see.
I haven't seen much urethane go
down. Yeah, I haven't either. So that's why I'm calling it out for the next people that come to lanes 31 and 32. You may be able to find something there.
Yeah. You guys get the long walk.
Yes, we're on the other side of the house, but it's only 32 lane house, so it's not like,
It's not as bad as
some
60,
others, right? Yeah,
60 lanes. That's always fun. Yep. You're like, really?
Cutting through the crowd with all the bags of
You're like, I'll just drive around.
Right.
park down here.
You need a tram.
Yeah. Oh, man, don't tell people that. They'll start building trams in that bowling side. That would be ridiculous. You could just see,
just ask for automatic doors. I'm simple. If we could have automatic doors, that would be great.
Someone told me one time, because I said, the first time I walked in a bowling center with automatic doors, I'm like, why don't we do this everywhere? Yeah. And then someone said humidity.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
maybe.
But still, seriously, come on.
It's just, it's a wonderful thing, though, for the bowlers.
It's fantastic. All right, we're going to watch these final shots go down the lane from Mr. Chris, I'm hoping final shots. He got the first one in the 10th.
Yep. Working on double here.
Ohio State has finally decided to play football today.
What's the score?
28 to 16.
All right.
It's still too close for my liking, but it's getting better. When I checked at the half and they were losing, I'm like,
I know.
What?
I know. Yes, we were watching it during our lunch break.
And then Spiros, our little Georgia Bulldog fan, was coming by and going, yeah, number 1 in the country. I'm like, Spiros, go bowl. Don't you have somewhere to bowl? All right, here we go. Spare.
All righty.
Blaine, thank you for hanging out with us.
Well, thank you for
all
having
you've
me.
Done.
Absolutely.
It makes me a little sad that this might be your last Coastal Classic.
It might be, but not guaranteed,
It could be like a fall break. Let's hope.
Exactly. But no, I appreciate you letting me come here and speak with you. And I'm glad, we can come. And again, thank you for everything you guys do. SYC staff and Storm and everyone else that's involved in all these tournaments. We love it. So
Well, good luck.
appreciate
190
it.
is a good start. So
Yep.
good
Hopefully we
luck.
can work on that and get the scores up a little bit.
All right, we
So,
will be right back. We're gonna have a little score change or lane change, and we'll be right back.
all right. Take care.
All right, we are back. I am joined by Kathy Keegan. Kathy, welcome to the live stream booth.
Thanks, Blair. Hello, Storm Nation.
Yeah, so you are a co-owner of I Am Bowling.
Yes.
Yes, you are. And you guys are a big supporter of the SYC, and we appreciate you being here. And you get to watch some of the kids bowl. You get to meet them, meet some of the families. They all come and ask you questions, and you get to chat with them when they're getting ready to purchase some I Am Bowling or SYC and I Am Bowling gear at the table, right?
Yes.
Lots of new families this weekend, right?
I know, it's great. We talked to one that it's their first time, and like they showed up right at like 10 o'clock for registration, and then they're like, am I at the right place? And we're like, yeah, you are. And he's all like, I thought there'd be more people here. We're like, I think people are used to the 12 o'clock check-in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did have a little early this time because we had a seminar, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, so the kid's first time, he's a new bowler and everything.
Nice.
So, it
Wow.
was good.
That's great. Yeah, you get to kind of get some fears alleviated. Come talk to the I Am Bowling booth. So the bowlers we are watching in front of us, we have young Alea Kerrigan, Amanda Lang, Grace Zerner, Morgan Klein, Amber Mason, and Katie Thompson. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
Katie's here too. Those are the bowlers. Ooh, a two-hander. Grace.
Yeah.
Two-handed girl. Morgan Klein, she is one of your I Am Bowling staffers, right?
Yeah, she's one of the future star
Yeah.
up and coming. Oh, let's see if she makes the split.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
She is wearing a Team Shark jersey today, so that should help her.
right.
That's my theory, at least.
Yeah, because I'm Team Shark too.
Good. Yes. We need all the Team Sharks we can get. No Team Tigers.
Right.
None of those. This is the Shark Squad too. They, we asked that question on the Morning Bowl and then brought it to the Coastal Classic a few years ago, and it just kind of stuck. And everyone's like,
Right.
"Why are we Tigers and Sharks?" And it's like, yeah, we kind of need to explain that.
Yeah, it's kind of like you had to be there, right?
Yeah, I had to be there exactly. Oh, we have some good jerseys. Look at Amanda Lang's jersey. I like that one, the purple and blue.
Yeah.
I see some SYC jerseys for this tournament. There's so many different versions of jerseys now. Like Malia has
Yeah.
one. Alea has one
Right.
on.
Oh, there's another Team Shark one by Amanda.
Yes.
Amanda.
Let's go, Amanda. Good job, Amanda Morris. Yeah, lots of I Am Bowling options. Allison Taylor's wearing one.
Yeah, I think that's like a custom one for that group. There's a bunch of them wearing that one.
Yeah, the Bowlers ER Will Clark's group. Yeah. I see another Shark jersey on I see two more Shark jerseys on this squad.
Oh, nice.
The Sharks are here.
Have you seen any the Team
Nope.
Tiger ones? No.
Well, the only one I've seen is on Mike Sinnick's back, and the only reason he has that is because he bowled nationals
Right.
with us.
When you guys did that
Yeah.
team challenge.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. So they don't count. Just kidding. Just kidding. Alea, her sister just went away to college, and she got a new brother this summer.
Oh, wow.
So she has had the Kerrigans have had a busy year.
Yeah.
They sent one bowler, Miss Juju, off to college. She goes to SFA now. She bowled 300
Wow.
in her college tournament last
That's
weekend.
awesome.
And then Alea is still bowling SYCs, and she has two younger siblings. So pretty exciting.
That's some wide range of children.
Yeah, right?
That's a big gap.
Yeah, 18 to 0.
Yeah.
Me and my sister are 11 years apart, and I told them, I go, I thought 11 was bad, but 18 it's not bad. It's great. Like, I did hear Juju has not met her youngest sibling yet, and she can't wait to come home and meet him. He's here. He's so cute. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I have friends that they had two boys going to college, and then two in elementary school.
Oh my goodness.
Two girls.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
It's crazy, right? Yeah, my parents, I always told them they started over because, which is funny because Patrick Kerrigan said Juju jinxed them because she said, oh, I'm leaving, you guys need another one to start over. And then
then it happened.
And then it happened. But my parents had a senior in high school and a kindergartner. So they literally were like, okay, we're done with one and we're starting completely over. So
it's kind of like you guys were both like the only child.
Yeah, that's what my parents always said. Yeah. So she did experience the later version of an only child, I think. Like because I got the end of mine with a sibling, and then she got it to enjoy the high school years. But it's always funny. My parents will tell me like, and anyone with multiple kids, I'm sure you'll understand this, especially if like someone's an older sibling. I didn't always tell my parents when I had stuff at school because they really had their hands full with this younger sibling. And so, like, as my sister was going through high school, my dad would call me and he'd be like, did you ever do this? And I'm like, yeah, Dad, I did it. And he's like, we never came to it. And I'm like, you were busy. You had a kindergartner. like he's
you
like,
had a baby.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, he's like, you had a choir class, didn't you? Did you do a choir concert? I'm like, I did, but I didn't invite you because I was like, I just need this class to be over and get the grade. So anyway, we do have Larry L. Tharps on lane 31, junior gold champion, SYC champion. Coach Pat Costella.
Yeah, I
nice.
watched that whole match, and she was pretty cool and calm and did really well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, so Aiden Furukawa's dad was in the booth just before you, and we were talking about Aiden. And I was
he
talking
won
to
too.
him. Yeah, I was talking to him. I go, how was it watching him bowl? And I go, was Aiden nervous? And he goes, he says he was, but it didn't seem like it.
Right.
And you watch all those matches because you're a sponsor of Junior Gold.
Correct.
So you get to see all of the kids and the parents.
Yeah, I think the parents are way worse. Like all nervous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gianna's mom was like really bad.
Yeah, like pacing.
Yeah, pacing.
She paces at SYC. I can't imagine what she's like at a Junior Gold.
Yeah,
That's
she was really nervous.
Yeah,
it worked out in the end. She won.
Yeah, it was fun. It's fun to watch the kids, and like you said, the parents. Juju's watching. She says, "So jealous you've gotten to meet him. He is very cute, Juju. I asked your mom. She is watching the proper football game too, so I approved of her phone. But I might hold your baby brother before you. I might do it. I'm just kidding. He's so cute. Oh my goodness. He's like jet black hair. So cute.
I love babies.
Yes. SYC is all about family, so we like when everyone brings their family members.
I think you forget too sometimes like how hard it is when they're that small because I think you block it out. You only remember all the good stuff.
Well, that's what Mrs. Kerrigan said. She told us that it's hard. They have a 4-year-old and then the new baby, and so she's like, it's hard to go to fly. She's like, we're not flying with him yet. That's not happening because Patrick went to watch Juju Bowl last weekend. She didn't go to see. She hasn't seen a college tournament yet. So her first college tournament, they're going to drive.
Right.
Because it's just easier. You have so much stuff with a new baby.
Exactly.
They come with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I still remember the first trip we took with the kids, and we like the high chair, and then we got the luggage, and then we had this like bright idea. Oh, let the kids carry their own luggage, and then that didn't work out because they're like
carrying it.
Yeah,
right?
they're like, oh, we can't carry it anymore.
Yeah.
And you're like, great, and then now we have 2 more extra luggage to carry.
It's like these families, like, I don't know how the U12 bowlers that are flying to tournaments, like, you have bowling balls, you have luggage, you learn how to travel if you are in the bowling world, that's for sure. Yeah. And I think bowling balls are the worst travel accessory that exists. I'm convinced. I think if anyone can invent a better way to travel bowling balls, we're all ears, all of us.
Right.
But so far, we haven't invented it yet.
Yeah, because then you never know if your bag breaks and like how are you going to haul the stuff? You know,
we have had such good luck with travel with SYCs.
Knock on wood.
No, it's not even knock on wood because we had our first incident this week.
Oh,
but so we fly our live stream equipment, and we've never had a bag lost. We've never had a bag late. This trip, I stood at the luggage carousel, and for the first time ever, a bag didn't come out, and it was the live stream equipment.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not panicking because we actually were early for this tournament, and we do come early to set up. So I'm like, well, it was the bag to lose that day because I needed my clothes. And then it for some reason, it just didn't get on our flight in Atlanta.
wow.
So the live stream equipment did not show up. And then it was showing up at 11:55 that night. And so we went to the airport the next day. But yeah, we've had really good luck, but it happens to everyone. Lost bags. Luckily, this one wasn't lost. They had it tagged and everything. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Luckily, no one like took it either, because
Yeah. Well, it was so odd. I'm like, because I watch them all come off, and I'm like, so weird. Like the bag didn't come up, and Leanne was waiting for me, and she comes in and she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't have a bag. She's like, what? But I mean, but we both said the same thing. It's like at some point your luck runs out. At
Right.
some point when you travel once a month, a bag is gonna get lost.
Yeah.
It's inevitable. So.
Yeah, we had that happen one time, and sleeping in your regular clothes, it's terrible.
Yeah, absolutely. It is. Yeah, so the fun thing, we're watching some of these bowlers in front of us, like Morgan Klein, who will step up. Tina Klein's in the chat. Tina, we miss you.
Hi, Tina.
It's always fun to see the Kleins.
Yes.
Morgan she's bowling some of her last SYC events. This is her final year of SYC.
There's quite a few of them this is their final year.
Yeah. And after Morgan bowls. Yeah. I get a baby. This is awesome. He's coming this way. Oh, Sleepy. We have a baby.
Aww.
Juju. Oh, don't cry. No crying.
Aw.
I know. Hang on. Hold on. Where's Juju? Hold on. Hi, Juju. He's even looking at the camera. Look at that. Oh, yeah, right? He says, "Go Ohio State, sweet boy." He's like, "What is going on?" So Morgan Klein, I have a video of her that we're gonna play for everyone in the booth for sure, because we have to show off little Morgan,
Right.
because she's been bowling SYC since the very first one in Reno.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm waiting for Juju to comment. Juju says my pumpkin.
Oh.
Told you I was gonna hold him first. So yeah. Sweet boy.
I know.
We have a baby. I don't think we've ever had a baby in the live stream.
I know. If only we could just bottle that smell,
I know, right?
that newborn smell.
All this hair too.
Yeah.
He's like, where am I? Right?
I'm right here when you're ready.
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good. He's sleeping. What's he doing?
Right. So far, so good.
Yeah, right. If he gets mad, then we'll pass it
Right.
off.
Once they start
I'm just
crying, you
making-
just hand them back.
I-
That's
oh,
the best
yeah.
part.
That is what I do for sure. For sure. Alea, big sister. I tell you what, these scores, earlier we got accused of not talking much about bowling.
Oh, okay.
But there's not much to report,
Yeah.
unfortunately. The scores are, Planet Fun is challenging.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a 300 watch. As I said,
Oh,
the scores are
right.
not what to watch.
Well, some people have dubbed this place Planet No Fun.
Yeah, well, we played the cha-cha slide, so that's over. we have fun at Planet Fun.
Yeah, it's always been more challenging at this one than at Little River.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But this year, so we put the short pattern here. Normally that's at Little River.
Okay.
And the Planet Fun, the gutter doesn't play. So it's a little trickier.
Yeah.
I like this bowl. I like this young lady. pass it. We're gonna get a 300. We're having a 300 watch.
Where's that at? Down at the end?
Down somewhere. I
Yeah.
don't know where it is. I'm not sure who it is. I'm trying to see.
I can't really.
Send somebody with photo video skills. Send Caleb.
Well, hopefully someone shoots a 300. That's always fun to watch.
I wonder if we've ever had a 300 at Planet Fun. I'm trying to think. Because normally this is the lower scoring house.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to some parents earlier, and they were saying that Little River wasn't so easy this
It's
time.
not easy. Okay, this time after Morgan Bowles, when I'm not being handed an infant, who's adorable, by the way,
Yeah.
and still in my lap, just in case anyone, Juju, I still got your brother. I'm still holding your brother. He's just chilling. I'm gonna show the video from when Morgan was young. Oh, I jinxed it.
Oh,
Come
gee.
on, Morgan. I'll
Come
show
on,
it
Morgan.
anyway. Hang on, I'm gonna show it this time. We'll show it
Yeah.
before she picks up the split because it
She's
is
gonna-
a little split conversion before. Here
Yeah,
is little Morgan in Reno with 5'7". She's got so little.
I know.
Little Morgan.
Let's watch her pick this one up, too. Oh, sounds like someone shot it. Got the 300.
I don't
No?
know. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Some,
Who is it? Oh, Poncho Johnson. All right, Poncho. We got. Let me look up our scores. U15 boys. I'm guessing. Might be U18.
Johnson.
Let me see. Everyone is quiet in here.
I know. I think everyone's trying to watch over there. See how a bunch of people have stopped
Yes.
bowling.
I do have this one camera. I don't think it'll show it. Let me see. Oh, you can see it. Oh. That was a really good run.
Yeah.
That was a lot of pressure. I probably would have not gotten 300 either.
Yeah. I'm not big on that. I get all nervous when I bowl.
Yeah.
I start stringing and I'm like, oh God.
Oh, front 10 and then 4-9. He's in live stream. Did you tell Juju that I'm talking to your mom. He's on live stream before Juju is. Yeah, right? Uh-oh, we're crying now.
Uh-oh.
We
Let's
might
wait.
be getting we might be passing him off.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's hungry. Hang on. Oh, all right, buddy. His big live stream debut is over.
Yeah.
But Juju, I'm sorry, but Alea and your baby brother have been in live stream before you, so you'll have to come back to an SYC to make your big live stream debut. So we had the front 10. I do have the video. We'll show Poncho at some point. Maybe next game I'll put it in there.
Uploaded to the. Yeah.
Yeah, he got the first one.
I wonder if he's ever shot a 300.
Oh, I don't know. We'll have to ask him in the break.
These kids are so talented.
They are.
I'm
yeah,
glad
like,
I don't have to compete with them.
Oh, me too. I agree. Grace here, Grace Zerner, two-handed. I love how smooth she is.
It's crazy how many two-handers there are nowadays.
Oh yeah, and the girls. The girls are coming.
Yeah, there's a lot of two-handed girls now.
Oh yeah, totally. Morgan Klein here. She's a little taller now.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Little older. She's off to college.
I know.
Malia is another one that will be losing to college. Let's see if we have any bios. Some of the girls fill out their bios, but the U18 is suspect.
Oh yeah, they don't want to
They
give
don't.
their information.
I know. They're like, we don't want you to talk about us.
Yeah.
Okay, Grace Erner. I do have one from September for her. She's 14. She's from Indiana. Favorite Pro Bowler, Jason Belmonte.
Which is obvious, right? Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
She has finished third in the middle school state tournament in Indiana. She loves doing math competitions, and she plays piano.
Oh, that's great. I always wanted to play the piano, but I didn't want
Me
to give up
too.
my nails.
I understand. I always wanted to play piano, too.
Yeah.
Amanda Lang here is going to Arkansas State.
Oh,
She's
really?
another one that's
Oh.
off to college. Oh, here I have a update from. I do not know Poncho, so I'm gonna have to go introduce myself to Poncho and
yeah.
talk to him about his 300 or near 300. But Lariel, Poncho, and Amanda Lang just finished states on Thursday. Poncho finished second in states for individuals, and Lariel and her team East River won state championship in Florida.
Wow.
Solid bowlers.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brielle, for the sideline reporting. We appreciate it. We need those facts.
Who's the A bowler over here? They're like 219.
Yeah, A bowler. Let's look.
Yeah.
All right, so I need to pull up my handy
Oh, look.
dandy.
And then C bowler has 5 in a row.
So A bowler was Malia.
Oh, okay.
Malia is bowling amazing today.
Yes,
she
she
was
has.
plus. What was she over at? Let's see here. I don't want to misspeak, but she was currently she is before this game,
Right.
plus 132.
I
Let me
think
make sure that's true, because I do see our scorekeeper. He might be putting them in right as
We're talking.
it's. No, so 216. So
Oh, yeah.
before this game, but at Little River, she was plus 116. Shake it off.
Yeah.
Just a mere plus 116. So Malia shot 219. C bowler was Caitlin Peck.
Yeah, she ended up with the split
Bummer.
in the 10th.
And Lariel can finish with a 187 if she strikes out. She had a little struggle in this end pair. Here we go. Since 2019, SYC qualifying has never seen a 300 at Planet Fun.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you, Bowlmetrics,
Yeah.
the official scoring partner of the SYC, a.k.a. Ted. And Ted, I'm sorry I didn't answer your text back. I'll answer your text back shortly. He texted me earlier, and it was, there was a lot going on, so.
Yeah. Well, you're kind of by yourself over here this week.
It's a little, tomorrow will be good.
Yeah.
it's-
Everyone will be here
Yeah.
tomorrow, so.
Yeah, it's.
And you'll
it's
probably
fun.
get some help with live streaming with Gary, right?
Yeah, Gary will be back. He's gonna be in the live stream booth, and Leanne and Gary are holding down the fort at Little River. It's good though. We have Mike and Deb Sinek. They're basically running the tournament.
Right.
I told the families, I'm like, just find Mike.
Yeah.
Just if you need something, find Mike. So, and they're doing great. Our great Mike Sinek runs the bowling center at Fort Meade.
Oh, okay.
So he is, and he
Well
does a lot.
versed at doing
Yeah,
this,
and
yeah.
he does a lot of stuff with the youth in that area. So he loves coming to the SYCs, and his wife Deb is awesome. We have the best volunteers. So
Yeah, he was telling me some tournament they were having that they actually do tailgating out in the
yeah,
in the
They-
parking lot.
they take it seriously
Yeah.
in Maryland.
I'm like,
Do
that's
not
awesome.
do not question their dedication.
Well, look at the F bowler over here. Has got 4 in a row.
Yes, that is our friend.
I'm not gonna call it the you know what.
Yeah, right. That should be Amber Mason. Amber is bowling really good. Alea's trying to get lined up here. She is working hard at this game. She's got a few spares. Looks like we made a move to the right. Gutter just didn't want to play.
Yeah, luck isn't on the C side. Got 3 opens there.
Splits. That is kind of the name of the game.
Yeah.
Stay away from splits. Anna Antony arriving on lane 31.
She's a good little two-handed bowler too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the next wave
Yeah.
of two-handed young ladies is coming. Shot by Alea. Nice spare. I do like this jersey. Is that the Myrtle Beach jersey? It looks like it might be the Ferris wheel, the SYC. That looks like, oh yeah, it is the coast. So it's a pretty one. A lot of the girls have opted for that jersey, it looks like.
It has, like the purples and the pinks and blues.
Yeah. It looks like summer.
Yeah.
It looks warm. Grace here just can't find where she can get comfortable.
Yeah.
That looks like a good shot, though. There we go. That's
Very
it.
nice.
Good job, Grace. She's like, if I could just do that every time, it'd be fine. What am I waiting on?
Well, hopefully she's figured it out for the rest of this game.
Yeah. Yeah, Amanda is also dealing with some splits in this game. She's struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, good shot. Nope. She's like, it just won't come back. The gutter just is not playing at all.
Yeah. I think if you get it too far out, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Poncho right there.
Ah, he's getting closer.
Yeah.
Oh, he might be coming to... Oh, he's coming right to the next pair, so we get to watch Poncho bowl the next game.
Can you imagine how once these kids starts hitting the pro tour, how it's going to affect?
Oh my goodness, they're all.
Yeah.
I asked Tommy Jones that today. I go, "What do you think when you come to the SYCs?" He's like, "The future's bright." Like, he's like, "It's great to see all these kids, getting so much experience now, realizing how important spares are."
That the one kid over there with the donut
Yeah,
jersey is making me hungry. Some donuts.
absolutely. Yeah, I like that jersey. My dog would also enjoy that jersey. He's obsessed with his donut toys.
Ah.
He has like Christine Sheen, one of our awesome supporters of the SYC, and her son Harley bowled the SYCs. She sent, when I got my puppy, she sent this pack of toys, and they just happened to be these small, soft donuts. Now my dog destroys every toy that enters the house that is not like nylon or an antler. Like, he is very limited on the toys that he can have because he is
Chews it up.
he is so he chews everything. Those donuts have not been chewed up.
Oh, wow.
They've survived. He does not. He chews everything. He destroys anything soft. He doesn't do it. He uses his, like, he's the softest with these toys. He throws them himself. He plays with the, like, he's obsessed with these donuts. And people didn't believe me. Like, Leanne's like, "You're just making this donut thing up." She came over and she's like, he literally treats the donut different than any other. I'm
Yeah.
like, I cannot explain it. He
Right.
loves his donuts. Like, I don't know. And then she bought him a different donut, and he destroyed that
Oh,
donut.
what?
So
Oh,
it's just
geez.
these
It's
three
just-
donuts. I'm like, I have a weird dog. He's an odd dog. He's got a personality.
Sounds like he's busy.
Oh, he is. Yes. Currently, he is busy at my neighbors, destroying their dogs. So they got a laser pointer out from the other night.
Yeah. Oh God, he must have gone crazy over
Did.
that.
So they sent me a video. He was like chasing it all around. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Maybe you need to get one.
Apparently, the laser pointer is where it's at. We need to try that.
Maybe that will tire him out or something.
Yeah, well, that's what they said. It's starting to get cold in Utah, and they had to figure a way because they have 3 dogs, right? Or they have 2 dogs, and then when my dog is there, they have 3 dogs, and they were trying to tire them out without going outside.
Right.
Because it's that time of year where it is getting a little chilly. Grace, I feel for Grace because she is very close to being in the right part of the lane. She just needs to make a couple moves, and then she should be really good. Amber hit that out of bounds. There's this out of bounds spot. Don't hit the out of bounds.
Yeah. Well, maybe she can pick up that spare that Morgan wasn't able to earlier.
She might. She might be able to pick that up. It's a tough one, but she
Yeah.
could do it. Grace goes for her spare, covers it. We are getting to the 10th frame. You do see the 2 pairs next to this pair. They are starting their 3rd game. We're finishing up the 2nd. We're going to take a very short break after the ladies in front of us finish. I think you're going to head back to the booth, and Kenny's coming in next.
Yep. Kenny's next.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Now we need to give a shout out to your Golden Knights tonight.
I know. It's going to be a big game tonight. We're playing the Avalanche.
Where's the Avalanche from?
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm not, I hate to admit it, but I'm not a huge hockey person. Were you a hockey person before?
No, not really. I didn't find it very interesting on TV before.
Yeah.
And then we got our team, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start watching to see how it went. And then I started watching, and then the kids and Ken, they're like, oh, whatever. And then they weren't interested. And then we went to a couple live games, and then Sean still wasn't interested. But then he's all like, so we dragged him along to a couple of them. And then now he's like a
Total
super nut.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like he researches stuff, and he knows all these stats about all these like players,
Yeah.
not just the Golden Knights, but all players, and he knows all the rules and all this stuff.
Well, and now you guys got the Stanley Cup.
Right.
So now you have this like super team.
I
And
know.
that's awesome.
That was crazy. In 6 years, they won this cup.
Since 2019, the only 300 recorded by a Little River qualifying was U15 boy Aiden Perry.
Oh.
There were some in 2018, Grace Oliver, but these are pre-bowl metrics. True. We do have the pre-bowl metrics era. It is true.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
we almost had one today.
We did. That would have been first.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that I think live sports is always better.
Yeah,
I think
it
like
is.
going to sports in person.
Yeah.
Like I love watching football, but I love watching it in person.
Yeah.
Baseball's way better in person.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like football in person, but sometimes it's harder to follow the actual play than you could like see it on TV a little bit more clearer. But the atmosphere is just so great when you're at a game. You know?
Yeah.
It's like,
It is great. All right. And Miss Thompson with that ball, she will be done with her game. Grace here. I'm going to see if Grace made a move.
yeah. Come on, Grace. Finish strong here.
That is close to the out of bounds, but she gets it through. Good shot.
All
She did like that lane a little better than the other lane.
Yeah. Let's pick this up.
That is Mr. Ridgely Potter Jr. He's just piping it at the pocket. He's
know.
like, I'm going to take the whole lane out of play and use the power of the donuts
Exactly.
to strike. I kind of like that strategy.
You should get him a little donut jersey.
I should. Oh,
Like how
Bosa?
Blake- yeah,
oh my gosh,
Bosa.
I should get him that. Oh my gosh.
And then you
that
can put his name on the back and everything.
Oh, he would die. Oh my god. He wears clothes though.
Does he?
He does not mind it. He actually they make fun of him.
Yeah, because
I call him Princess Pup because he's like he's just he's so ridiculous. But if I'm like I was cleaning out his one bin of like people have sent him like bandanas and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was cleaning out this bin and I was holding one and he came over and sat as if he's like, "Are you gonna put that on me?" And I'm looking at this dog and I'm like, "You are not a dog." So I put it on him and then he was happy. And I'm like,
I think because you started him young, so
that's what someone said.
Yeah.
I did. I told. Oh, it was Hillary Crawley. I was Alex's mom, because she's like, "How do you get him to wear stuff?" And I'm like, "Because I put stuff on him when I put a freaking Ohio State or a
Right.
49ers jersey on him when he was
a puppy. Yeah.
He was like a month old, or I had him for a month. So yeah, I did start
Yeah.
him. So now he's like, I would like to wear that, please.
Yeah, it would be
My
so
dog
cute
is
in his
insane.
little donut.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna order one. I am. That is a cute jersey too. He's so.
We have matching bags too. Donut bags.
Oh my! No, we do not need a bag. I'm not getting a bowling bag. Yeah. Oh man.
Well, hopefully these girls bowl better in the next pair.
Yes, I do think this is a rough pair.
Yeah.
It hasn't. No one's really scored well all day.
Well, who's the F bowler? They have a chance to at least get a 200.
It looks like that should be Amber Mason.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she just struck.
Okay, we're on the right pace. So as we said, we're going to take a really short break. You'll still be able to watch the bowlers bowling on either side of this pair. I'm just going to take a minute and do a little switching of the commentators. You have to finish. And now the bowlers can only purchase the SYC gear at Planet Fun.
Right.
So we have to grab them when they're here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. There's some good ones. The hoodies. I just picked the zip pullover. I wore mine. It's so comfy.
Yeah.
It's like soft and
Okay, we got a 200 on this pair.
yes. All right. Good job. 201. She got it. Kathy, thank you for joining us in the SYC
Thanks for
live stream
having me.
booth. I believe your husband's coming in next,
Yep.
Kenny. And we are, I think Leanne and Gary are going to call in from Little River. They're here.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know. They might be here. So I have to put in some AirPods so I can hear them.
Oh,
But
when they're calling in. Yeah.
yeah, let me see if I can do that. But thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
We will be right back. I'm going to take a short break, and we'll be right back. All right. It looks like we are trying to get an update from Gary. trying to get this. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Oh, I don't know what happened to our camera.
I don't know.
Oh, actually, I do know what happened. The youngest Kerrigan entered the booth, the infant.
Ah,
We had an infant appearance on the live
Okay.
stream. I don't know if we've ever had a baby in the live stream booth, but we did that.
something new.
Let it be
You've
known.
had quite a day.
I'm telling you, it's there is nothing but new stuff going on at Planet Fun. I did get an update from the Little River.
Okay.
Kai Struthers, 289.
Well,
Pretty good game.
yeah.
That's my update. That's all I got.
I have some parent theories. Something about the long and the short patterns were swapped versus from last year, and it's equaled out the two bowling centers.
Oh.
So the higher scores that were seemed to be at Little River last year.
not this year.
Not as much this year. Yeah.
I hear that.
That's the theories.
I'm all about theories. I like when people have theories. I like hearing the theories. I do know that Miss Lydia Gordon here is a new SYC champion. She's stepping up on lane 30. And I just jinxed her. You're welcome, Lydia. I'm here for you.
I just jinxed her.
Actually, this pair has just been brutal. Miss Malia Briggs, again, jinxing everyone. I should not even mention your name. She has 120 plus thousand followers on Instagram.
Oh wow.
Malia. Yep. She's a little influencer.
Yeah.
Does some awesome ball reviews on YouTube. That next generation of social media, I'm telling you.
Yeah. It's. I'll have to pick your brain because I don't get it.
Yeah, well, you know what? Here's the reality. I've aged out, Kenny. I officially am too old.
Officially, I can't say you're too young.
No.
No, you've now.
I've now aged out. We have a younger, much more hip social media manager at Storm. His name is Yannick. Shout out to Yannick. I am old. I'm going to be 33, and I have aged out of this industry.
Isn't that incredible?
I still can kind of dabble. I can text him.
So I know the old people are on Facebook. So where
Yeah.
are all these kids at?
Instagram, Snapchat,
TikTok.
I don't know if they're really on TikTok. I'm not convinced they're on TikTok. I do believe they're on Instagram. Instagram is definitely where the kids are. But
It's amazing that stayed relevant.
yeah, well, and then there's that Be Real. I don't know that one, and I'm like, no, I don't add that into my. I'm like, this is again why I aged out. I'm like, I can't with all of these things. But
Both my kids are on Instagram with fake accounts, like fake names and whatever. And I don't think that they're like active on there. They're not. That was never their thing.
Yeah.
And
That's all right.
we weren't real restrictive. I mean.
yeah,
Tried to play the rules a little bit, but Kathy, watched, had to know their account and.
There's a whole portal now for any parents listening because we do this evolution program thing, which is free for any youth bowler to join. They sign up, they get a monthly email with a whole bunch of stuff in it. And in one of the emails, I'm really, this is why I say that I'm too old for this, because I relate now, even though I'm not a parent, I relate more to the fears that the parents have than the excitement that the kids have towards social media. So I definitely see the positive. Like I definitely I advocate for the kids. Like I understand that you want to be on social media, or even like video games are basically social media now.
Sure.
Because they have
They do
chat
it in
rooms,
groups,
they have
My
headphones.
son plays all those games. and
Yeah.
Headphones is like the most. It's more important than a
Right.
mouse or a joystick.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's
So
got a microphone. Looks like he's running like a
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on in here?
yeah. He's like, Dad, I'm gaming. Yeah. So that's a form of social media, and
That makes sense.
the one thing that I will not give Meta much credit for anything, because I believe that Meta has made quite a disaster of their Facebook and Instagram platforms. In terms of managing them, like from a business standpoint, it's very difficult to manage.
Right.
But they have just set up this whole page, and it's I forget what the actual URL is, but it's an Instagram page for parents. And so it's a portal that you can, and it's this like, you can learn there's like guides and videos and all this stuff for parents of kids with Instagram accounts. And they've done some really good advertisements this year to actually showcase some of the concerns of the kids,
like PSAs,
yeah, and they're very
service.
positive. They're showing this can be a positive resource. Like we have kids that bowl here. We had Brian McDonough in the booth earlier, and he talked about his son Brady and Joss living in Chicago, and Brady lives in Texas, and then Mateo lives in Nashville.
Right.
And they all are buddies, and they communicate, they text, they FaceTime, they're friends on Instagram, they're all messaging. So there's definitely positives to this, but the negatives are, like even Brian, we were joking because our chat was a little negative this morning. Thank you, afternoon chat, for being more positive. I'm not sure what was going on this morning on November 4th, but the afternoon is much better. But he was joking. He goes, yeah, me and Brady are both kind of immune to comments at this point because anytime he throws up a video, half the comments are negative towards two-handers.
Sure.
And so they showed in one of the commercials for Instagram, they actually show this. It's actually a young lady who's a volleyball player. And it showed kind of the people just putting negative comments on and how the parent interacted with the daughter in a positive way to shut down these comments. And it was a really good commercial. And so we put that little Instagram for parents link in every one of our emails, and I encourage anyone it is it's a fine line. You mentioned restricting. My parents, before, when social media was new, they tried to restrict me from MySpace. My cousin and I went and built our own accounts, and then at one Thanksgiving dinner, my cousin accidentally let slide that she said, she goes, oh, it's so great, I can communicate with Blair on MySpace in between visits. I see my mom across the table just glaring at me because she didn't know I had a MySpace.
Right.
So my cousin just ratted me out and didn't even realize she did.
Right.
I'm like, Andrew, really? So, really? But
we went Brienne's high school had this security expert,
wow.
social media,
Yeah.
and they did this thing.
Yeah.
And it was like, her school had 2,000 students, and there were 43 adults that showed up to this meeting. So, and most of them were couples.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so 2,000 kids and maybe 30 kids are represented here. And they started this was 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Now. This is pre-COVID, and he was talking about these vault apps where they look like a calculator.
Oh, jeez.
And actually, there's a numeric password on this calculator that opens it up, and that's where teenagers hide pictures or whatever.
My gosh, yeah.
That's where they were like, look at your children's phone to see if there's any
bad photos or whatever.
Look for these they're all like, they look like a
apps.
calculator app. If it doesn't look like check it
Yeah.
out. Like if they have more than one of them's a vault. So, and that was 5 or 6 years ago. So God knows.
Yeah.
My kids are in college now, so I feel a little bit safer. But
Oh, no,
and neither one of them again are really heavy on it.
Yeah. I'll tell one more story after one more fun social media story for parents to be worried about. We do have Poncho. He just had the front 10. He led this morning.
That was the cheering?
That was the cheering, yeah. Front 10. And now... Why is he... Oh, he's getting a ball. I'm like, why is he still... Oh, it is the 10 frame. I'm looking up. So he shot nearly 300 last game. I don't know what he actually... I think he left a 4.9 and didn't pick it up. But he could go out for 180 here. Anna Anthony, 276, which is the high on this group today down here. We are watching in front of us Jane Juhas, the past SYC champion. Trent Bombs. No, we are not watching. Jane Juhas. Sophie McDaniel. Anna Antony. Chloe Basilic. Cheyenne Beachboard. And I just wanted to double check. Jane is a past SYC champion. Anyway, okay, my final story about social media before we go away. Oh, Trent is on this pair. He just pulled. And Chase. Sorry, I'm going off of a sheet that is from... We're making it work. Just hang tight, Kenny. I'm
just along for the ride.
My last story, my sister, when she was in middle school, WhatsApp. So her class had a chat, class chat, right? All of her class on WhatsApp.
Oh, I think you told me this story.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, my mom called me, and she's like, "What is this WhatsApp app?" And I'm like, "WhatsApp? That's how we communicate with our international staffers. It's
I have a friend in Germany. It's
right.
We call each other.
Right. It's like a texting.
Voice over IP.
Yeah.
You know.
She goes, well, your sister's class somehow there were these two adults. She went to a Catholic school. There were these two adults that said that they went to the neighboring Catholic school, and they let them in their group text. Come to find out, they were pretending to be two kids. They got names of two kids from St. Matthias, which is a neighboring school, and added them into the group text. And so they were having to figure out if anyone had shared any, like, hey, come to my house for a party, hey,
addresses,
like,
phone numbers,
yeah, anything. So
Any
they
kind
were
of
tracking all of this stuff in this app, and then they're telling the kids, like, I mean, how do you tell they were in middle school at the time. It's like, just make sure that you know who these people are. I mean, I tell you, I don't have kids. Parents, I give you all the credit in the world for being parents right now. 'Cause, I mean, especially, like, yourself, you've raised them, they're off in college. You got one at Villanova.
It's scary.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird world out there.
Because it's not that they're not intelligent.
No.
They don't have experience.
Right.
They don't have real life experience, so they're children.
Right.
So at the end of the day, as a parent, you have to defend them,
and it's this fine line.
And how do you defend them from something you can't even understand?
Right.
Like, they understand it, but they don't understand the pitfalls.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and it's this fine line, especially, like, we're sitting at this youth tournament today, right? So this morning, I knew that there was a bowling, a very young U12 bowler, and I'm like, I don't think his name is spelled right on Bowl Metrics. And so I'm literally Googling him. I find him. I find out our name, that we had not misspelled his name. There were just two Bowl Metrics accounts. We need to merge them. Someone had spelled his name wrong at one point, so it was going under this wrong name.
A new
yeah.
account. Okay.
So I'm doing all this stuff, but now as we sit here, I'm like, I could Google this young man, find information, confirm he's a bowler, confirm this is how you spell his name, and
she has over 100,000 followers.
Right.
So what do you think that means?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, we have a little lane. We have a little breakdown on 29. They're working on it. Planet Fun is on it. We're having this weird pacing intro because we had a little breakdown at the beginning. It's been a fun day at Planet Fun. We did the cha-cha slide though. Were you doing the cha-cha slide earlier? Did you hear it? Brad McCall was pumping up the volume before we started.
Oh, was that all that screeching sounds?
that
was another problem.
That was before that.
That was another issue.
Yes. Again, just a fun day at Planet Fun, everyone. Here's Jane. Jane got it a little far to the right. Yeah. Oh, she left herself a hard spare. So what we have the holiday season coming up I don't know if you're aware.
I am aware.
You heard a rumor that Black Friday is coming?
Yep, Black Friday is going to be starting very early at I Am Bowling.
I was just about to ask, what are we doing? Are we got? Come on.
Almost.
Oh, we
Look
got
at
it.
that. That was really close.
She got half of it. What more do you want?
She got the tough part.
Yeah, really. Jeez, Headpin, couldn't you just go along with it?
We have got a couple little promotions. There's going to be a lot of promotions in November.
Okay.
Right after, we're having a very aggressive Veterans Day promotion this coming weekend.
Nice. That's a good start.
And then
okay.
as soon as that ends, we're going to just jump right into Black Friday.
I love it. You're like, you know what? Let's
because
just
I
go.
figure if Walmart and Target are doing it, why wouldn't I be doing it?
Well, you know what, Kenny Keegan, I will tell you that.
Especially when I sell custom products that take a couple weeks to manufacture and produce.
Yeah.
And so I need to give the customer as much time as possible. So why if I wait till Black Friday, literally,
so
it's an issue.
So I decided after. Well, I'm terrible, but I started shopping 2 weeks ago. I will be completely honest. I started Christmas shopping 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
That was when
That's very proactive.
well, for me, the only way I can budget is if I do it spread out over the entire shopping season.
I will admit to you that Kathy and I actually bought some gifts for the kids. Oh, like we've been going to stores looking at things, and it was like, is there anything here that the kids would like?
Yeah.
And like when they were in the house, we never did that. But
funny.
now that they're not home,
you're like, I'm gonna get them something.
We could literally come home and just leave it on the counter, and they wouldn't know.
Well, that's true.
So I think that's part of it. You know, but like we bought we bought a couple of pretty cool gifts for them, for both of them. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that if you're paying attention to the news and everything, like the economy is,
it's not great.
It's inevitable that this is going to stop.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And like if you want to know what's going on around the country, this is a really good event. Because I know a lot of the parents. Yeah. They're in all different forms of life, from business owners to people that have worked at a company for a long time to all kinds of stuff, and you just get them into a conversation and they start telling you different stories and stuff. Yeah. It's interesting.
My period this year, my period the last 2 years, because I moved away from people, and here's what you need to figure out.
You don't live with people now.
Well, yeah, exactly. I moved away from the people I shop for Christmas. Let me rephrase this.
Gotcha.
Here's the one thing that I have not figured out. I have always been a year-long shopper. Always. Okay. I always So
you've always been picking up gifts along the way.
Yes, because I feel like then I'm not stressing in December, because I'm like, I'm good. Like,
and you're buying stuff that would be good gifts.
Yeah,
nice
exactly.
Gifts.
Here's the issue. Shipping. Shipping is problematic for me now because I have to ship these items. So now what I would like to do is get the sales and save the ship. I'm like, I don't want you to ship it right when I buy it. I want you to here's my.
Can you hold those to the side for me, and then ship them when it's free shipping?
Yeah, can you make this happen, Kenny?
I see what you're up to.
Yeah. I'm the PETA. I'm the PETA customer of yours, but no, I haven't figured that out. So right now I'm still this year I was like, you know what? I'm not doing what I've always done. People are getting gift cards. I'm done with this, because shipping cost me an arm and a leg 2 years ago. Last year was slightly better, slightly being the key word.
But that's going to be the way of the world,
No.
I mean, Amazon is. I believe that Amazon's going to be the last one. They're going to be the last one with the free shipping.
Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. Well, even at Storm, I mean, we have people if you fans, I know we have some really cool stuff on our website, stormbowling.com. We have some awesome, items that you can get only there, like a mirror, like this really cool mirror that we got as gifts for pro shops, and just items, right? Sometimes when you go to check out, the shipping costs more than the item. And the reason, as you know, Kenny, we're not Amazon. We do not. We don't. Our business is not you customer buy a Storm bowling ball and we ship it to you because it's an unfinished good. So we need the pro shop operator, like K&K, as our in-between. So we go through a distributor network. You guys buy, you have a bowling ball. So we cannot ship very inexpensively to the customer. So, yeah, but we try to go get around it a little bit. You know, if we do like big items, like we just did
It is challenging because, you know, like in our business, you know, one shirt does not weigh a whole lot.
Right.
You know, typically 8 to 10, maybe 12 ounces. You know, if it's a larger size, and you know, first class mail used to be our friend.
Yeah.
And the post office has gone into this mode of, I guess, where they're trying to make a profit instead of lose a bunch of money.
I guess.
Because
I don't know. I think the mailman's got
if it's
fed
not
up.
a letter, like it's immediately $3 or more.
Oh yeah.
Like 2 ounces is like there's an immediate jump.
Yeah.
You know?
It's brutal.
So you know, there's some items that we sell on Amazon, like we sell towels and stuff. And trying to figure out, you know, between the fees that Amazon charges and then the free shipping that we have to offer, because that's just part of the platform.
Customers believe it.
It's you know, so it becomes really a volume business. So it's you know, what is the price I can sleep at night charging, you know, and still make something.
Yeah.
You know, because I still have someone that's packing the, you know, like there's an envelope. I mean, it all.
You have employees.
It all sounds
Yeah.
easy. Right?
I still don't know how Amazon does it.
You can take any part of my business and say, well, you buy 1,000 shipping envelopes at a time.
Yeah.
And they're only 8 cents a piece. So what's the problem? But all those little 8 cents things keep adding up.
Oh yeah.
And adding up and adding up, and then you brought up the magic word, labor.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest expense of my business is labor.
Yep.
You know,
and then the more you grow, the more labor you need.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just the reality, right? Like.
Yeah, it's just part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, look at Storm. I mean, there was, you know, you guys have grown.
We have, we do, and we.
I remember when
grow.
it was 130, 140 employees, and you guys have now 250 or so.
Yeah. I think we have 100 downstairs now, which is the most we've ever had, and then the upstairs, and then anyone outside of the building, it's right around 250, 300 probably. So it's, I mean, every year Bill and Barb would stand up at the Christmas party and look out in the, you know, we've grown out of a little room in Storm for the Christmas party to a bigger room at Storm.
So here's a homework assignment for everyone at home.
Yeah.
Think about your salary.
Yeah.
Multiply it by 250. Divide by 26 so you know how much Storm is paying out. Oh, I'm sorry. Then multiply that number by about 20% because of all the benefits and taxes and everything.
Yeah.
And then you'll know how much Storm needs to pay out every 2 weeks in payroll.
Yeah.
And so that when you go and buy your new Storm Roto Gripper 900 Global Ball, please don't be angry that it's the price that it is because quickly you're going to quickly ask yourself, how many of these things they got to sell just to break even?
Well, and I think the thing is, too, that we always tell people when they come and tour the facility that we're not automated. I mean, that's the one thing. It's like when you think of manufacturing plants nowadays, you're like, it's all automated, right? Like, it's just, you set up a machine.
Elon Musk just said that AI is going to create an environment where there's no jobs.
Okay, good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm like...
Good luck at Storm and I am bowling because
I will say
we're hands-on cutting things and sewing stuff. I've seen a bowling ball made. You know, it's very hands-on.
I do believe AI, because Carrie and I have this conversation a lot. AI is going to help a lot with marketing. I don't think it replaces marketing. I still think you need, like, social media, for example. I worked in social media at Storm for 8 years. And then, or 7 years, almost 8 years. I still do a little bit of the social media, but I don't do as much day to day. But definitely the daily posting, I could see how you spit in some words and say, hey, AI, make a bunch of monthly holiday posts, right? But there still has to be that human aspect, I think. Like, and AI doesn't know bowling, right? You don't know. There's just some things that you have to do that they can't do, I believe. But I don't know. We'll see. Elon might know more than me. He certainly has figured out how to make different.
He seems to know more than most people.
He has figured out how to change the night sky. So I'd say that, literally, I was driving to the airport. I had a red eye to Rhode Island, and I looked up, and it was one of the, I forget what they called it. I had not heard of this thing, but it was one of those, they're sending the satellites up, and it was this streak of, it looked like, I didn't know what it looked like. It was a line of dots of lights, and it started low, and it was going up, into the atmosphere. And I'm on the phone, and I'm telling the person, I'm like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, I need to stop talking to you, pull over, and take a picture. And I took this picture, and I have this picture of these lights. And it was one of Elon's, he was sending the satellite up into the sky. I could show you I'll show you the picture. It's like if you live rurally, which I live.
Releasing some kind of light source as it was going up?
Yeah, I was looking at my backpack also. Trenton, who's bowling on this pair, has a new trading card I want to put on the camera here. I'll see if I can find. So it was Rhode Island, the Sunday before Rhode Island. There's a name for this. Someone in the chat has to know what the name of this thing that I'm describing is. The lights in the sky. Like, I sound like I'm crazy, but I'm not. I promise you all.
Blair saw aliens and was abducted.
Okay, so I literally, I don't really believe in aliens.
And they got into her phone and they deleted the picture.
I know. I'm not finding it. I'm in Reno. I'm in the wrong. I don't really believe in UFO. Ago. Yeah, I know. It feels like so much longer. Where is this? I take too many pictures. I certainly take too many pictures of this stupid dog. Oh my god. Okay, wait. I went to, here I am, Rhode Island. Okay, people. All right, so this right here. Do you see these?
Yeah.
All these lights.
Yeah.
If I hold it, is this a live photo? It's not a live photo, but it was literally, they started, this one started lower, and it just kept going up, and then it kept going up into the sky. It was, I kid you not, it was the weirdest thing, but it happened, and there's a name for it. I'll Google it, and then we'll have it. But here's what I was looking for in my backpack. Trenton makes trading cards now. Trenton Lewis, you can see it. I'm holding it up in the little camera down at the bottom of your screen. Trenton here on this pair. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Little flame fire shoot.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So, he's got a QR code with his website. Telling you, these kids, they're changing the world.
Way ahead of me.
Like Mr. Chase Rudy. He's 9. 9 years old right there. He's from Prince George, Virginia.
Yeah.
Favorite pro bowler, Jason Belmonte.
Okay.
He likes bowling with his friends, and especially his cousin Erica Shorts, who won here last year. She's the last year's SYC champ.
Oh.
She won the 2022, he won the 2022 Virginia State Championship in doubles with his cousin Erica. He knows a thing or two about video games. Plays Fortnite, Call of Duty, Madden 23. He's in Cub Scouts, and he plays basketball and flag football.
He's busy.
Yeah. These kids, they definitely know what they're doing on the lanes, and then they stay busy off the lanes. And we're wrapping up the 10th frame again. So you got Black Friday deals coming. Yeah. So everyone should follow I Am Bowling on social media, right?
Yep.
Is that where you can get the latest deals?
You get it there in our email blast.
That's what I was going to say. Can you sign up for that on your website?
Yes, you can.
Perfect.
You can sign up for that also on social media, on Facebook.
There you go.
So.
I would be signing up. Because if I know one thing, these kids always want new jerseys. I've learned this.
Yes. Yes.
And they do this thing called growing.
They do. They do.
That was my highest game of the weekend.
It was?
Chase had his highest game
Very
of
nice.
the weekend.
Yeah. He's 9. Yeah. That's awesome. Are you his dad or? Yeah. You look like a proud papa. Yeah, it's cool.
Chase had his highest game of the weekend, right here.
See, that's what I love about bowling. I love 300 games and 800 series. I do. They're awesome.
Yeah.
But they don't give me a warm and fuzzy feeling like when someone shoots their high score.
Yeah.
Or Kathy caught me one time. We were at a bowling center and I forget what we were. They were there at the shop or something, and I was watching a couple elderly ladies, and you could tell that one of them bowled.
Yeah.
And the other one was like a friend, and you can make up a story in your head, like maybe she lost her husband recently, or
yeah.
trying to get someone out there, right?
Yeah.
And you're watching, and she goes and rolls the ball. It wasn't great or anything, right? But she hits like 6 pins, and she literally had to be in her late 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
And she was almost like tap dancing, like you could tell it was like, oh my God, I hit 6 pins.
It's awesome.
And you can sit there and say, well, that's no big deal.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like we all started with the ball in the gutter.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And so we all had that 6 pin moment. And here I'm experiencing this, so I'm tearing up. And she's like, what's going on?
Aww.
And I'm like, this is what I love about bowling. I was like, this is why I do what I do.
Absolutely.
Because whether you're 2 or 82, you can do this.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so what else out there has that?
No, and the kids. I mean, these kids right now, bowling is. I don't want to say bowling is their life because they have many things that are important to them in their life, and they have so many opportunities. But bowling is the thing they're passionate about, and they come out on the weekends and they work really hard at it, and they try to get better, and they try to learn.
Oh, they're learning and they're watching videos.
Yeah,
and
doing all this stuff, and it's like all consuming. But later in life, they might just have a really cool job, and they still can bowl league with their friends on their night of league.
I was just talking to one of the dads, and their son walked up struggling.
Yeah.
And so the dad's calmly asked him, okay, what's going on? And I mean, I was thoroughly amazed by the information because it was not like a panic or nothing.
Right.
It was just like, my ball's starting up too early. If I move too far to the right with this one, it goes 100 feet.
Yeah.
If I move to the left, I can't get the right shape.
Yeah.
Did you try this? Yeah, I tried this ball. I tried to do it this way.
Right. Yeah.
And all the strategies and thinking, I'm like, this is a junior bowler.
Oh yeah, they know stuff.
It's a junior bowler, and like, what am I thinking? Drilling some bowling balls in December, but why am I wasting my time?
Hence why Blair.
because they cannot bowl in the senior
that's
division yet.
See, that is where you have an advantage over me.
It's not much of an advantage because there's people like named like Barnes,
Parker Bone,
and Bone, and
I think
Moore, all
Doug
these.
Ken is eligible too now, right?
No, he's already.
He's eligible.
I don't think
he bowled. He might be injured. I think he has something going on, but. Yeah, no, I've been watching SYCs for a few years now. I come and watch these young ladies, and slowly my shoes came off. That's how it happened. It started with, like, I'm watching, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I still should do this, but I still was.
Right.
And then as the years go on, it's like, yeah, no, I do
It
not
is-
put in the work.
It
I
is
just
hard
don't.
when you work in the industry because you have passion for the sport.
Oh, I love it.
But
yeah.
but finding time for it personally.
Well, and it's hard to make excuses for me personally because there's bowling lanes downstairs. So at lunch, I could walk myself down and practice, which many of the younger employees at Storm still do, and I did when I first moved.
Yeah.
I just think I've aged out. It's another thing I've aged out. I've aged out. I'm done. I'm
30. I'm 30. Would you say
all
33?
washed up. I'll be 33 in January.
I'll be
yeah.
33 in January.
Yeah, that's it.
Well,
No, I will say, like these kids, I still do love competing. Nice spare by Isaiah over there. Isaiah Dirklinger with a little 4-9 action.
You're twice the age of most of these kids.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks for that.
Thanks.
As my old the pro shop operator that used to drill my bowling equipment, Mr. Ludwig, his sons are entering the wing.
I'm into 3 to 4 times myself,
That's
so
all
it's
right.
okay.
It's fine. No, so legitimately though, I still and you can understand this, right? Like, and these kids someday will understand this. I still want so badly to win when I can't practice and
Right.
and I have to be honest with myself, which is what we
Right.
tell these kids a lot, right? Like, okay, if I go bowl queens, let's take for example, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna go enter this tournament. I'm gonna spend the money, which right now the kids, like, I talk to parents and they're like, yeah, the bowlers realize how much we put into it when they start paying their own entry fees. You start realizing, right? So you have your entry fee, you have your food expenses,
Sure.
your lodging, all of these things. You're taking off time from work.
Yep.
You're putting in the time to prepare. But at some point, you have to sit down and be honest with yourself and go, did I put in the time to prepare? Truly. And I honestly cannot say I do anymore. So I will still compete and bowl in nationals. I really want to win a diamond with my nationals team. That's our goal. We're
Right.
very close. We came in second last year, and we're down a Hall of Famer. Leanne sprained her ankle the night before, and we came in second.
Wow.
So I really want to do that.
So this is called you have high expectations with low commitment.
Yes, I do. Yes.
I've had this for about 25 years.
Yeah, I do. Yes. I want to put in
I have
a month of
I have
work.
the vision of being a champion as I sit on the couch.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
It's the dream, right?
Yeah. Oh, it is. And sometimes you just have to be honest with yourself. And I'm being a little more honest with myself, and I'm trying to make my realizations a little more real, the real part. So who knows? But these kids are great. Kenny,
We're starting another game.
we
Is
are
this game
starting
5?
another game.
It's
I
gotta
think
be.
these are
No.
game 5.
Yeah. This is.
No, they
Well,
all
I was
have to be in game
I was
5.
supposed to be here in game 3, so this is game 4.
This is
in
game
front of
4.
us.
So the bowlers, those
time
two
is it?
pairs are.
5.
I think this
Quarter
is
to
game
5?
4. This is game 4. The pairs 31 and 32, 27, 28 are finishing game 4, or
correct.
like more than half done.
Right.
This is when I get really confused. So if you do need to head back, we want to thank you for hanging out. If you can stay, you're more than welcome. You know, there's people climbing over the side to be in the booth. Just kidding. There's no one here. If you want to hang out and talk some more bowling.
I'll hang out until you kick me out.
All right, let's do another half a game because, yeah, it's fine. This is we have new bowlers.
Really nice baseball jersey there for this young man.
I like that jersey.
Yeah.
Who made that jersey?
My company.
Is it really buttons on the front, or is that just mock buttons? It looks like real buttons. We'll have to show it when Jackson's back up. We'll show. We'll show you what we're talking about.
I'm going to give you a shout out to Kayla Johnson,
That one's cool.
who works for us and designed some of quite a few of our jerseys.
Okay, all right.
So she does a really good job. We get into a little bit of a baseball, let's just say cities that have baseball, some Major League Baseball teams. You know?
Okay, yeah,
So we
it's cool.
took some elements and colors and, you know.
All right, so I'm trying to find who we're watching, but I'm not doing very well.
Until we got to my baseball team.
Then
And then we drew this green rectangle and wrote Boston over the top of it, and everyone questioned me. They said, I was like, it's a green rectangle, and no one has the rights to the name Boston. So, goodbye.
I like it.
So,
That's funny. That's awesome. No one does have the rights to it. So we should be watching. That's Hayden Stube. We
One
have.
thing, if you know anything about Boston, the citizens
I do.
of Boston would never allow anyone to have the rights to that.
No.
They would fight that to the
Yeah, that little
to the end.
Boston Tea Party thing.
Yeah,
that might be a thing.
You know, we went on that. We went there for because I'm a Red Sox fan, so we went to Fenway.
Yeah.
And they there's a whole. We went on that Freedom Trail.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
There's a whole bunch of stuff like when you're in court and you raise your right hand. They gave the historical reason why you do that.
Yeah. I don't know the reason. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. So, without being graphic, like back in the day, in the 1600s,
Yeah.
what, the 1700s,
Yeah.
if you were a criminal, they might remove one of your fingers.
Wow.
So you holding up your hand was a credit. It was a credibility, like are you a credible person
Oh,
based on how many digits you had left.
that's
So
interesting.
if you got a full
Then you.
hand of weight,
Wow.
you were more credible than maybe someone who was missing
See,
something.
we have evolved, everyone that's convinced that our culture is terrible. We've evolved.
Right.
Everyone has
We
their
really
all
have.
their fingers.
We really have. Everyone has all their fingers.
Well, I mean, you bring this up, like, so when we went to Rhode Island, I love the city of Boston. I really do. I've actually been there a few times. I almost went to college there. It's changed a lot, though. So I had not, my aunt and uncle live a little north of Boston. I flew into Boston because it was less expensive to fly into Boston. And I can't believe how many skyscrapers there are now down in little historical Boston. They
Right.
really changed it. But we went to Salem for a day.
Oh,
And,
how weird was that?
well, so, okay, I won't go on my rant. I've already done my rant so many times. I'm not going to do my rant. But it was very eerie, and it's still kind of hard to believe that anything like what happened in Salem happened. Like,
Yeah.
people just, it was a whole,
They were
like,
convinced that they were like possessed. And
they were
stuff.
convinced,
Yeah.
and it was not anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't. They weren't possessed. There
Right.
were no witches. None of this happened,
right.
and people died.
Right.
Like, innocent people died,
Right.
and not just the witches, but like the witch's brother that was trying to stand up for one of the convinced witches. Like,
Yep. Yep.
so it is slightly terrifying.
Again,
that-
we've evolved.
that's what exactly. We do not accuse people of being witches and set them on fire or hang them. See, we're great. We got everything figured out. Let's talk about some more bowling. All right, who else we got in front of us? We got Campbell, Mr. Campbell, Ryan Campbell.
Ryan Campbell.
Let me just go down this
Very
list. We have
accomplished bowler.
Jackson Day, Tucker Ludwig, Hayden Stube, Ryan Campbell, Wesley Weideman, and Sean Williams. That is who you're watching. Jackson Day has this cool. You have two cool jerseys. Sean Williams jersey, I have complimented every time I've seen a bowler wear this SYC jersey. I really like this design. It's just like solid, but has some design element to it, like
Yep.
that kind of swirl.
It's a little fading gradient there.
It's very cool. Jackson Day is talking about, when you talked about the baseball jersey, that's what we're talking about. I like the buttons on the front. When Jackson is walking back, you'll be able to see them. They're not really buttons. They look like buttons. Yeah, they're so cool.
That's a classy looking shirt. That SYC shirt.
So I'm going to show my baseball ignorance. What team is that? Or what city is that?
New York.
Oh, duh. See, I said I'm going to show my ignorance. I'm not, I want to say I'm a baseball fan, but I'm really just I dabble in baseball.
I believe that might be the representative of the other New York team.
Okay.
In town.
Okay, that's fair.
How's that?
I like that. Yeah. Okay.
I can't really
I
say
understand.
their name.
I understand. Yeah. Nothing. We won't. We're not incriminating anyone on this.
Right.
Yes. I understand though.
Elements.
It's a cool jersey.
Elements.
Yeah. Hey.
Elements.
It's fine. We're good. Who's listening to this live stream anyway?
Yeah. Well, it all started with her favorite baseball team plays in Missouri.
Ah.
Maybe St. Louis.
Okay. Okay.
And so she creates this jersey, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So we listed, and of course everyone's like, I love this jersey.
Yeah.
What about one from here?
Mm-hmm,
And I was like, oh boy, here we go.
and you entered. Yeah,
And-
well, we were
and
trying
so
to
we
win on the
started
football
adding, and then we
route.
were like, okay, who's the popular ones?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard because we have a couple hundred designs, and you know,
No one should ever say that there's any lack of designs on Iron
there's
Bowling.
not. Well, there's not, like, just in general. Like in the environment, there's a lot of design.
You're like, nothing. Although we did decide that one of the youth bowlers, Ridgely Potter Jr., is wearing your Iron Bowling donut design.
Ah, okay.
And we've decided that we might need a dog-size donut jersey for my dog because he's obsessed with his donut toys.
Ah,
So
okay.
we might have to make that happen at some point. I might have to
Okay.
order a jersey. Although I'm trying not to make my dog less of a dog. It's very hard because he has his own personality, and every time he's like, this dog doesn't like water. I have a dog that hates water, like going out and
Does he drink it?
he does drink it rarely, but that's it.
That's
If
it.
it's raining, he's like,
Oh, really?
excuse me, like you want me
I'm
to go
staying
out
inside?
there? Even
Yeah.
my neighbors tell me, they're like, because if it rains when I'm gone, they're like, it's raining today. I'm like, I'm sorry. Because he becomes the problem
So your
child.
dog does not want to be wet.
Nope. He got, every dog that I've ever met wants to jump in a pool or a sprinkler, right?
There's some that don't, but
Yeah, mine
you know,
is one of those.
There's one of them. Yeah.
He has his little doggy friends.
There's some breeds that just don't like to do it.
Apparently, the Aussie Doodle mix. He's out.
You
He
know? Yeah,
out.
like we had a Queensland healer, and he was not fond of water.
Yeah.
So like giving him a bath was instantly you getting a bath because
That's what I feel like.
because as soon as you hit the fur with
Anything.
anything,
Yeah.
it was all over you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
He
I think
shakes
there
it
were
off.
there were
yeah.
a few times like it was like in the shower, and I was like taking one for the team. You know.
Yep.
Because it was like, okay, Coop, you're done now. Get out, Kathy. I need to take a shower now. 'Cause, whatever
Yeah.
was on Coop is now all over me.
That's funny. Yeah. No, if it's raining, we have these like patios, and my dog will go to the edge of this patio as close as he can be to the grass, without being in the grass. He will then, like, if he has to go to the bathroom, he will take these tiny steps, like tiptoe, out onto the grass so that the fewest amount of his hairs will touch the grass and get wet.
Oh.
And he's doing this very quick, but very awkwardly. And then as soon as he is done doing whatever he needs to do, he is at the door barking at you like, you better let me in. I am done. Get me out of here.
So what do you do when what about snow?
He loves snow.
Loves snow, but doesn't love
Frozen water is okay.
frozen water is okay.
Just,
So liquid, maybe it's a liquid thing.
if anyone can figure this out, I mean, and he's really, he hated the heat, which kind of makes sense because he's
Well,
got all the fur.
If you had
It's-
fur,
yeah,
you probably
yeah.
would hate. And, they
So-
don't sweat either.
No,
Dogs don't
yeah,
sweat. They don't have. Someone told me they don't have sweat glands.
Right, it goes through their paws, which is why you have to
And
be
their
really.
tongue. That's why they pant.
Yeah, you have to
They're
be really careful of their paws. Apparently, I'm learning all these dog things, but my dog is.
Yeah, there's
A character.
Let's bring that up. They have a lot of blood flow
Yeah,
through their paws.
yeah. We
Like
accidentally.
a paw injury is
Yeah.
bad. Could be really bad.
We did a nail cutting incident that I'm never cutting his nails ever again.
Yeah.
We did one
I
time,
think
and we're
cement.
done.
I think cement wears them down pretty good. Like a walking on
If
the
you have a
street,
normal
yeah.
dog, if you have
Well,
my dog,
yours doesn't want to be on the grass.
Right, that's-
What about the sidewalk?
no, he's like, I can't figure it out. It's fine. He's a great dog. It's yeah. He literally. I actually think he judges people. Also, he's
Oh.
like a judgmental dog, which
Yeah.
is great. So it's if anyone wants to meet my dog, he is available. He also listen.
Do you feel like is there some people he just doesn't like? And does it match?
I haven't met that. No, I haven't. Honestly,
He's not one of those
no,
dogs
he is.
that like.
He is so excited to meet every person. He's so
Yeah.
he is
But
happy.
young
He's very
too,
happy
still,
go
right?
lucky.
Still
Yeah.
kind of a puppy.
So here's my story, because parents, I'm sure you can relate to this. And especially SYC parents, because sometimes I apologize in advance that I don't always know every parent's name. I might know your youth athlete's name, and I know your, let's say Sean's mom, right, or Jackson Day's dad, right? I know the child, right? So I'm taking my dog. There's a Halloween event at one of the malls, right, and he does enjoy. I'm still trying to socialize him because he is a dog that gets left places a lot, so we have some anxiety going on. This dog I've completely screwed this dog up. But so I'm socializing this dog. He goes to a doggy daycare once a week. He goes places without me when I'm not home because my neighbors, they don't stay at home and they take it. Like, he's socialized, right?
Okay.
So I go to...
This all sounds very positive.
Yeah, thank you. So I go to this mall with this dog.
I don't know how you say you screwed up your dog.
Wait, he's not screwed up. But I go to the mall, and I'm not sure what's going on. There's loud noises.
I think it's a bowling bag malfunction caused by a bowler not zipping up a bag, maybe.
It happens.
Yeah, it does happen.
Okay, so I'm at this mall with my dog, and I have this person stop me.
It's a potential no-fry zone purchase there.
T-shirt. I did take a picture on the beach. If the no-fry zones last into 2024, we got a good advertisement for them.
Okay, good.
So I'm at the mall. This random person stops me and says, "What's your dog's name?" And I go, "Bosa." And she goes, "I knew it was Bosa." Never met this person in my entire life. And I go, didn't know what to say next.
Should have said, "Are you from Salem?"
I know. Right? She goes, "Oh, I used to work at Sea Dogs, which is his doggy daycare."
Oh.
So, and I've never met this person, and she knows my dog, and he's like tail wagging, jumping up on him. Like,
so your dog recognizes her. You have no idea why.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I literally was Bosa's owner.
You've done a fantastic job socializing your dog. See,
he has a life.
Was this the goal?
Yeah, I have. But he has a life.
He has a social life. He has a whole social life. He almost has a social calendar.
I go home. I tell my neighbors who watch. I love my neighbors. They watch my dog all the time, and I go, by the way, Bosa has friends outside of us, and she's looking at me like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, I didn't know who this person was. Never met her. He also knew her dog. Because she brought her dog to the doggy daycare. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm moving on. So parents, I relate to you when someone comes up and goes, "Oh, you're Jackson's dad," and you don't know who this person is. I'm not saying my dog is the same as a person. I'm not.
Right.
But it's just, I understand this feeling.
It's okay.
Anyway.
You're just making a correlation.
Socializing. We socialize things.
It's a serious group today.
It is getting to the end of the day. We are knowing where the cut is. We are realizing whether we're going to make the cut to the next day or not.
Humility is setting in. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. You know what though? If you don't make the cut, this is what we tell families. You still get a day at the beach. It's not the same as bowling.
Yeah.
It's not what you came here to do.
No.
But there is plenty to do.
It is a beautiful beach here.
Yeah.
So different from the West Coast.
I've heard that.
Yeah, because the West Coast really, kind of always has a cliff type thing.
Rocky,
it's all that,
right?
Yeah, it's always that, rocky thing. And here, it's very sloped off, very kind of, you can walk out into the water quite a ways before you're in deep.
Yeah.
So I'm not advocating that you should go out in the water because
kids tried and it was cold.
Because there's things out there.
Oh, there are, definitely. And it's very cold. So Mr. Wiedemann here, he's having a really good game.
The sand is more compact too. It's easy to walk on.
Yeah.
Like you can take that walk. Like there's that spot between where your feet get a little bit wet and versus being in the sand, where you can just literally walk and walk and walk.
You just have to get through the soft part at the top.
Correct.
That's
Once
the
you get to where it's kind of compacted,
Yeah, it
then,
is
Yeah,
easy.
you're home free.
yeah. So Mr. Wiedemann, if he makes his spare here, it started with a 4-bagger, had a little blip,
Hiccup.
strike, and then let's see, 10-pin. Oh, we blipped again. It's okay. It's all right. We'll be back.
This is where the scoring of bowling becomes unfair.
Ooh, let's go. How?
Well, I'm just saying in his particular case.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
You know, very legitimately, 6 out of 7 shots in the pocket,
Yes, true.
and he can now only shoot 229.
Yeah.
So somewhere, 71 pins got vaporized.
It's brutal. Let's see if so far every time I've looked up a bio for a U18 or U15 boy today, no one has filled out a bio. And I said I was going to give away something at this tournament for
For people
anyone.
to fill it out.
Yeah, we're changing this in 2024. I don't know what to, but nope. Jackson, nope. Sean, nope. Let's see who else we got. Hayden, nope. It's all right. I'm not calling you out. You just didn't fill out your bio. So we'll just talk about them. We'll try to talk about them.
Maybe we should put him on the spot
Yeah.
and ask him those questions.
Well, Kelly Kulik, when she's here, we're like, we can make up stuff about them if they don't fill it out, right? And I'm like, sure. So she like makes up stuff. She's like, he looks like a tap dancer. It's like
On his
the
free
most-
time, he likes to tap dance.
Yeah, the most ridiculous stuff. Like, oh, good spare by Jackson. Jackson's working hard. Yeah, so here is your point, right? Like, Jackson, he's been working hard at his game. He's had the spare game going.
Yep.
149 in the 8th.
Yep.
And he's basically tied with Mr. Wiedemann. Oof. Gets it to go.
Yeah. It's a fascinating system.
Now, Tucker Ludwig here, I have known since, believe it or not, I could carry him around because his dad would drill my bowling equipment.
Huh?
And
From the same city.
yeah, his dad used to own the pro shop in Sequoia Pro Bowl, and then they moved to Marion, and I followed them up there, and he was very, very much smaller. Now he is taller than me officially this weekend.
Yep.
And he's bowling fantastic. He bowls for high school. He's 6'1", his dad told me. I'm like, 6'1"? Come on. But he's struggling a little bit, I think. Not very happy.
Yeah. Ryan Campbell's a very accomplished bowler, and he's struggling. So that puts in perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You don't make it to the junior gold shows year after year if you're not. You know,
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
You don't know what you're doing.
Right. I mean, these kids know how to bowl. I mean, that's what we tell people. Like, right now it looks like, man, they're really struggling. It's really hard out there. I mean, Tucker Ludwig, who we just were talking about, he recently bowled his first sanctioned 300 at a PBA junior event, which is on a challenge shot, right? So they know how to bowl on sport shots. It's just hard. It's hard out there.
I heard an interesting thing today.
What's that?
One of the bowlers here has been bowling some adult tournaments
Oh,
and
okay.
has won a few of them. And now, when he bowls a youth tournament, struggles because of the social aspect of the tournament. Because that when he bowls a adult tournament, adults don't talk to each other, like generally
see
speaking,
that. True.
right?
Yeah.
And so then he goes to a youth tournament, hasn't seen anybody, he's been bowling adult tournaments, and then gets distracted.
Whoever this young person is,
And there's nothing negative here.
nothing
It's just very
negative.
interesting.
No,
So,
because what I was going to say was, I remember at the end of.
Mr. Spiros.
Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
So I remember at the end of Jillian Martin's youth career that Jillian told us that she struggled at SYCs
I remember
because
that. Yeah.
she had the same problem. She
Right.
goes, it's really social. I get distracted really easily. I'm watching other people, and then when she would go and bowl PWBA events, she wouldn't have that problem at all. I mean,
No.
she went and won a PWBA event when she was still a youth bowler.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tricky world they all live in.
Very tricky.
Lots of different options out there.
Very tricky. A lot of really good-looking jerseys.
There are, yeah,
I commend all my competitors. Everyone's making a lot of really cool-looking shirts.
yeah,
So there's a lot to choose from out there.
yeah. Well, and
It's changed. So like, can you think about it? Like we've been doing it ourselves for over 10 years. Boy, I mean, I remember in 2011 we were selling dye sub shirts at the Ebonite booth at Nationals.
Yeah.
And everyone was looking at us like we were crazy.
Yeah.
And we had pictures of the bowling balls
Right.
that we were trying to sell on the
Right.
like we had no idea what we were doing.
right.
And
That's usually how it starts. You
look-
have no
look-
idea.
Yeah, it was just like literally like we're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
See if anyone will buy it.
Well, and I mean, there are so many options out there, but I did, when Kathy was in here, I've seen this design that Hayden is wearing, that for this one is the Myrtle Beach SYC jersey, and it's really cool looking. And it looks good on both girls and boys.
Right.
It's that, like, sunset Myrtle Beach. There's the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
Like, the shirt makes me happy.
Right.
It brings me joy. Like,
Yeah.
I would wear that shirt. Actually, I do like some more subtle jerseys, but I would be excited to, like, I really enjoy watching the kids choose that shirt. Like like I said, I like Sean's jersey. I love that
Yeah,
design.
no, that's a great-
I would wear
that's a great
something
looking
like
shirt.
that.
Yeah.
But there are, whatever design you want, to your point, it's out there. Usually it's at I Am Bowling because you guys
Yeah.
have a huge stock of designs. Like you,
And
you
most
just,
of our designs are color changeable. So if you're on our website and you like the design but it's not your colors, just contact us.
yeah.
We can change the colors around, and get you a jersey.
So I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna call this young man out right to the left, because I haven't seen anyone wearing polos all weekend. And there was remember the dad that came up and
Yes.
he forgot his jersey.
I'm sure that there's
That's
probably
what I
a
think.
correlation.
I'm like, you don't see here's how crazy it is. We're talking about jerseys. You don't see just a plain polo much
no,
anymore.
out on the seniors you do. You still
Yeah.
see embroidered shirts.
That's
so it
amazing.
was,
Yeah, you mentioned that last time.
yeah.
Although Mr. Wiedemann here, that's an embroidered. Is that embroidered?
It might be embroidered on there.
Yeah,
it just
like
depends.
they picked the shirt and then
Yeah, and then below embroidered.
yeah.
It's either that or it's a heat transfer.
Okay.
Typically, the material used on bowling jerseys, that dye sub material, is not going to embroider real well.
Okay, that makes
It's going to
sense.
pucker a lot. There's going
Yeah.
to be a lot of puckering.
Yeah.
Because what happens with embroidery is the thread shrinks over
Oh.
time. So if the material that you are embroidering is not stronger than the thread, it just keeps crunching. It basically over time keeps on puckering more and more.
Here's my question. So, I'm assuming you have a lot of jerseys in your own possession. You own
I
a
do.
jersey brand.
I do.
But
I
what
do
do
them
you
in
do?
bunches. Yeah.
What do you do when you hit? Because like I know when we collect a lot of clothing, right? Storm apparel, right?
Sure.
So when I get to a point where I'm like, okay, I have too much clothing. I usually will wash it or like give it to people. What do you do with your jerseys when you're done? Do you ever give them?
This
gift
is one of
them?
those very difficult questions that you're going to ask me. Yeah, I don't like. They disappear.
Oh, they're gone.
Yeah, they're. I don't. I get
You don't
that.
gift them.
They're out of. They're out of circulation.
Okay, all right. All right, I won't quiz you anymore on that.
Well, I have a couple personal logos that I put on on my stuff.
That makes sense.
We have a family logo.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't wear a jersey once. I wear it a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I just recently made 6 new jerseys.
Yeah.
But it's been a little while.
Yeah.
And they're not for bowling, just for me as a business person going out.
Well, and we do put a lot of like the clothing we wear at events. We put a lot of miles on, right?
Sure.
I have a shirt I wear at every SYC, so jackets, that kind of stuff.
So when I do cleanse my, usually the first thing to go are the specialty shirts for like Bowl Expo, stuff like that.
Makes sense.
Because I'm never going to use them again.
Yeah.
You know, so there's some shirts that it's just a marketing expense for us, where we made shirts. It's for the team.
Yeah.
I think you guys do a pretty good job of keeping your designs more generic so they can be used at other things.
Yeah, that's Leanne. Leanne and Gary.
But we're trying to promote 5,000 things at the same time.
Yeah.
And so really at the end of the event, it's like, I'll never wear this shirt again.
Yeah.
Now, I take it home, Kathy washes it, it gets hung up, and I stare at it for 2 years and then finally say, okay, I need to move on.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that is the good thing. And I would tell people like, Bowl Expo is a perfect example. Like for Storm, right? So we attend as a team. We usually get a team jersey. We do, we have to use all our vendors, right?
Sure,
but my favorite jerseys were actually 2 years ago, and I wear them. The jerseys you made for us the one was the teal with the white, that teal stripe, and then the white, and then there was another one. But our tricky part, so we do make jerseys that we can wear all year. That is one thing that Leanne and Gary really try to do. They make a team jersey. It's basically new apparel for us for the year because you wear them to events. Right. If you're working with someone, you always can call them and go, hey, we want to match. Do you have your Bowl Expo jersey from last year?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But for us, the other tricky part and this is something I try to do, like Xavier right here is wearing the Team Shark jersey. Right. Ironically, today I'm wearing the Team Shark jersey.
Look at you.
So I try to wear jerseys or apparel that people actually can buy because I believe that if I'm working somewhere, I don't want to wear something and they'd be like, oh, that's a really cool jersey. Where can I get that?
Yeah, so this is a very interesting point.
Yeah.
So my wife likes to create her own jerseys.
Yeah. She always looks great doing it, though. I'm just telling you.
No, she's very good at it.
Yeah.
And I always tell her, I said, you realize that shirt's going to end up in our lineup. And she's like, no, it's my design. And I was like, okay, so I'll make a deal with you. Today, when you wear the shirt, if no one says anything, no one compliments that shirt or asks how to get it, then it's yours.
Yeah.
And it never, like it's always becomes part of the lineup because people are like, I really like that jersey.
Yeah.
What design is that?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it'll be on the website next week. And then she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, so I only wear designs that we sell on our website.
Right.
But for that reason.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that we've done is we actually have marked all of our designs. So if someone says, well, someone asked me what the design I'm wearing today.
Yeah.
Hey, what design is that?
Yeah.
And I looked on the shirt. I was like, it's 2186.
Oh, nice. So you mark it. So you have it. Oh, yeah, that's great.
We mark it. It's our right sleeve. If you look under the right sleeve of all of our, the number is on the sleeve. So I'd be interested to see what is on.
Well, this might be.
It might be a specialty.
Yeah, because we did these for the team.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There should be something there.
Oh, there is.
Yeah. ST Shark.
Huh. So, I just learned something new.
So Gary says ST Tiger.
Huh. There you go. Yeah. There you have it, everyone.
And the reason why we did that is because people would say, hey, my friend got a jersey. It's really awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
They'd send us a picture of it, and I'd be like, I don't know what that would.
Right.
I've seen it before, but I'll never find that in our catalog.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, can you ask the person, what does it say in the right sleeve? Oh, it says this number. Oh, no problem. Got that design for you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I did learn something new. I didn't know.
And
that.
we went to a numbering system for us because we were naming shirts.
Yeah.
But the English language really there are a lot of words.
Yes.
But most are not real relevant for bowling.
Mm-hmm.
So you
True.
run out of words very quickly.
Yeah, you do.
And so we had some designs that had similar looks with similar names.
Okay.
And we would constantly
Mix
do
them
the
up.
yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
I personally hate the fact that we have this generic numbering system.
Yeah.
But I'm also the one that came up with it because when we damage a shirt or make a shirt
Right.
wrong, Kathy and I are the ones that eat that.
Yeah.
So I mean, like we don't hold that against our
employees,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, because we have really good employees, and we know that they didn't make that mistake on purpose. It wasn't malicious,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, just like it, and with Storm, manufacturing always brings on some kind of defect.
Oh yeah.
It's just
it
part of the
happens.
business.
I mean, we're human, right? There's humans working. Like you can't listen.
But that's why we went to that. But I
That
always
makes sense. So there you go. If you see a
and then we
person-
actually have a system within that. So there's some numbering in there that you'll see other numbers and other things. That,
This is a really good tip. So if you're at a tournament or at a league, you get to be. I would be kind about doing this. But if you like a jersey, you can go, hey, would you mind telling me what...
Josh.
So here, we'll do a real-life example.
Can we do a real-life test with you?
Here, he's coming in the booth.
Can I see your... Yeah, come
in the booth. Here, we'll do a camera.
So I need your right sleeve here. So we're going to check something out here.
There it is.
So this
right
is
there.
SYC
151. You can see it.
So
yeah.
You're relieved.
He's like, what is going
what
on?
The heck just happened?
But this is a really good, because, I hear kids all the time. They're like, oh, I really like this jersey. But so I am bowling. You can go and
we did it for ourselves.
But it works.
Now it becomes a tool. Now I'm in the field and someone's like, today someone said, hey, what shirt is that?
Yeah. And you're like,
I'm like
hold on a second.
I said 2186. And they're like, what? 2186. Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Or they're on our website.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is the design.
That's
okay,
awesome.
cool. So
well, speaking of designs and gear, I might have to let you go because I believe oh wait. Now I'm really confused.
So
are
this is
these
the beginning of these are ending 5 on the right and left. And the one in front of us should be just the fifth game, Josh?
I just don't want to leave.
Is this the 5th game? Yes. Okay.
I just don't want to leave Kathy alone at the booth.
Oh,
because people.
I'm gonna let me bail out of here.
No, I mean, I would keep you because we're having a great conversation. If you feel like.
So what's gonna happen here is
there's gonna be a mad rush, right?
When as they start finishing, she's gonna get there's a pair down there that's finished. Those people are
at
potentially standing at her there at the booth.
Yeah, so I do.
And ever since she had children, she's a frequent restroom person, anyways. So it's
been a game and a half.
So
she's gonna be like, where?
As a good husband, I need to get back.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us. We hope you'll join us tomorrow again, even though we will have more people. But we would love to have you come in and chat before tomorrow. Will be get that spare. Good try.
Almost.
Tomorrow we will have the cut here at Planet Fun. Everyone's back together. And but thanks for being part of the SYC.
A little extra sleep tomorrow.
We get an extra hour.
I forgot
to announce that, but
plus we fall back, right?
Yeah, we do.
So technically, I get 2 hours more sleep.
2 hours, and you're awarding your special I Am Bowling random scholarships tomorrow.
Yeah.
6 random scholarships will be drawn tomorrow morning.
Yeah, and some of them may not be there. Right?
Oh.
Or are we going to do it off of the
some
random
of them
from the cut? I don't know if we should be talking out loud about these things.
I think some of them will not be there because I think we do random.
I think it's all. I think last year we just do it.
Yeah.
However it is.
So
it's possible.
There for pictures anyway.
So it's possible I'll be standing there by myself. It's random.
It is possible. And what's funny? Our theory of let's do it Sunday morning. Some of them still don't get that time when we're announcing it at the awards. But it's good. So. Anyways,
we award a random $100 scholarship for each of the 6 divisions.
It's so fun.
At every event.
And the kids come
And
up
it's
looking
not based on
so
performance,
confused.
not based off of anything. It's just random.
Yeah, they're like,
Like
why am I coming up
you
here?
get $100 in your smart account
Yeah.
just because.
You're like Oprah. You're giving out. You get $100. You get $100.
I wish I had Oprah's budget.
Me too. Or her book club.
How about 5%? 1%? I don't know. So,
All right. Well, Kenny, thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for all you do for the sport.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
And
You're
thank
great.
you to the Crispin family for starting this whole thing. So,
Yep. Yep.
God bless Bill. We all miss him.
Oh, so much. So yeah. Anyway, well, I'm gonna leave everything on. You guys can keep watching, but we're gonna take a short break of talking, which you're welcome. But just kidding. We'll be right back. All right. We are getting down to the end of the 5th game. The conclusion of the tournament. This pair is very, very hard, as we see. What? You can if you want. Yeah. Gonna have Mr. Spiro Shank come into the booth. Yeah, be careful. Hi, Spiros.
Hey,
How's it going?
just finished the block plus 88.
Plus 88 is really good.
Yep.
Would you bowl? Was that all day today?
Oh, just for this block. Earlier, I caught a couple rough pairs and went minus 35.
Okay, nice. And you haven't been in an SYC in a while.
Right.
Is it good to be back?
It feels phenomenal to be back.
Nice. Well, we missed you. I like your jersey you have
Oh,
on.
thanks.
Yeah. So we have a couple Shark jerseys in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Hunter.
Team Shark all the way.
Yeah. So
That's how we shark them.
that was a good shark
Yeah.
shot. So you've been winning some tournaments though in Georgia, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah. What have you been working on in your game?
I've been working on my fundamentals a bit. I mean, every now and then we kind of mess up with our fundamentals, but I've been also working on my mental game as well.
Mental game, yeah.
It's helped
Yeah, nice.
tremendously.
So where did you kind of play the lanes today?
I'm gonna be honest. I just play straight up 6.
Straight up 6? Nice.
Yep.
What ball were you using?
Summit.
The Summit. You like the Summit?
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, that's a good ball.
The last 3 games. I mean, I have to say, I actually did start out on lanes 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and good shot by Christian, by the way.
Christian Mouton.
Let's
the
go, Christian.
SYC champ last month. He
I
picked up his
know.
first SYC title.
Yes.
Was that cool?
I was happy for him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always good to see friends winning the SYCs that I've known along the way.
Totally.
So,
I like it. Yeah.
good spare.
That's a very good spare.
Yep.
We got Cam here.
Let's get it.
Oh, that was a good
that's
shot.
Bad break.
Really bad break. Yeah. Trying to see what that is Cameron Morton who just boned that 7-pin. That stunk.
I've had worse, like Stone Age,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's bad.
No. Yeah. Mr. Mitz there. That was a good shot. Nice strike.
Also, good game.
Yeah, he's got a good
going
game
on.
going. He's got a really good game. He has strike, open,
All right,
sheet
that's
through
how
the
we
8th frame.
spare.
Yeah, nice. Mr. Christian back up. Christian Mouton's back up.
Yes.
Spiros, what grade are you in now?
9th grade.
9th grade. You're in high school.
Yes.
What happened? You got older.
Time just went by.
Yeah.
Get it. Oh.
What So is your high school 9th through 12th?
Yes.
Okay, so in Utah they're not 9th grade is still in junior high.
Oh.
So the 10th, but in high school, what's your favorite subject in school?
Math.
You like math? Yeah.
Science is my second favorite, but
Do you still want to be an anesthesiologist?
well, I've had a little, things have changed a little with what I want to do. I want to be an astrophysicist.
Astrophysicist, yeah? Like for NASA?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But I also want to be like an entrepreneur as
Okay,
well.
cool.
Like maybe own a space company and maybe,
That's very cool.
yeah. But I do love health, so I also might want to like some companies for health.
Nice. lots of options for you.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Hunter here, our shark jersey.
Yes, Team Shark.
I like the Team Shark jersey.
Let's
Good
get
shot.
it. Bam.
Great shot. He's like, that's what should have happened. It should be a turkey right now. Team Shark, he
Team
says.
Shark,
That's right.
let's go.
Let's go. Look, I got a shark jersey. Oh, he says, hold on.
Oh.
He says, wait.
Nice spare by Cameron.
Oh, no way. Look at that. He caught a shark. You see that?
What?
That's cool. That's awesome. Hunter likes sharks. I love it.
Team Shark.
That's awesome. We like sharks, don't we, Spiros?
Yes.
We're the OG sharks. You're the OG shark. How's that?
I like to consider myself the megalodon of all sharks.
That's a good one. I like Jurassic Park.
I wish, though.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So we had a oopsie by Josh. It happens. It happens on this. We're gonna see Mr. Mitz. What's his first name? Let's find him. David. David Mitz. He's got a great game. Look, he's on a 6-bagger.
He can max out for 268. Come on, spare it up. Yay!
Nice.
It may not it may not always look pretty, but at least he spared it.
Hey, we'll take it. Oh,
Get it! Oh.
Oh man, 810. It looked like it was a little inside, a little left of target.
Yeah.
But that should not be an 810. That was mean. That was not very nice.
There's been some urethane balls thrown down the lane, so
yeah,
maybe
little
carry
hold.
down.
Yep. All right, Hunter.
Come on, Hunter. Brooklyn.
Oh, hold on. Oh, good shot. Get one.
Get it.
You got one. So, Spiros, what's your plan going into tomorrow?
For tomorrow? Well, honestly, I'm just happy that we get an extra hour of sleep.
I think everyone is. I think everyone is very happy about the fallback.
I think I'm going to try to keep things simple tomorrow.
Yeah?
Not try to do anything crazy.
Oh, man.
Good spare.
Jackson's like, I'm not bowling next to that. I'm not bowling next to 5. Christian's gonna. I think you can get this. Christian can get this.
You know, I honestly would go all in. That he's gonna make this.
Let's see it.
Come on.
Oh. All right. You could still strike out for 191, which is a pretty good
Lane
game.
topography is iffy here, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Like, I started on lanes 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And to tell people how much of a difference 1 and 2 are, it's tremendous. I used 2 different bowling balls. Good shot by Cameron.
Really good shot.
But I'm just be honest, I was actually 15 boards more further left on lane 1 than on lane 2.
Ah.
I mean, lane topography is tremendous. I can't describe it.
Yeah.
You know, I always loved the center.
Planet Fun. You like Planet Fun?
Yes.
Yeah. Me too. Brian and Sue McCall are so nice. They're the best. All right.
Woo.
Good shot. Good shot. We got Brooklyn. We'll take them. There's no asterisks up there. Spiros, we're getting down to the end. We have 1 frame left.
Yes.
And then everyone gets to go home, get some rest, get an extra hour of sleep.
Yes.
Which is awesome. And yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow. for anyone watching, we'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We'll be bowling 5 more games.
There'll be more good bowling to come.
Way more, yeah.
Maybe 300 might pop up.
Do you know there's never been a 300 in an SYC at Planet Fun? You could do it tomorrow. You could bowl a 300 tomorrow. For the first 300 at Planet Fun.
That'd be nice.
I'm putting the challenge on you. You can do it. I believe in you.
We shall see.
All right. Hunter, who has caught a shark.
Yes.
He's stepping up. I wonder if he's caught a shark on in Myrtle Beach. Are you staying with your mom in a beach house, or are you staying in a hotel?
In a hotel.
Hotel?
Yep.
Are you going to go to the beach?
No.
No.
We actually came in at 9 o'clock last night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Quick trip.
Pardon?
Quick trip.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, because I think originally you weren't coming, right?
Right. But I'm here.
Good. I'm glad you're here.
I am too. Yeah.
Yeah. He said he hopes this works. All right.
He got this.
Christian Mouton stepping up. Xavier's on Team Shark too.
I know, right?
Lots of Team
Shark's better than Team Tiger.
Good spare.
Woo! Good spare. I'm going to be honest. I have not seen a Tiger jersey.
It's because Sharks are better, right? Team Shark's way better.
I mean, of course.
Yeah, thank you. That's right. Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly. You can tell Gary that tomorrow. Tell Gary you haven't seen any Tiger jerseys.
Hey, do not bait him to do something crazy.
Uh-oh. He got caught. He got caught. They said don't bait him to do something crazy.
Get it! Ah.
That's having fun is part of the SYC.
Yeah.
See Mr. Hunter here. Hunter finishing out his shot.
Strike it. Bam.
That
That's
was
how
a
we
strike.
end the day.
That was a nice finish. All right, we got 2 bowlers left.
Team Shark.
We got a lot of Team Shark down here. You know, there is a Team Tiger jersey. Mr. Cynic is wearing a Team Tiger jersey. There's only one. But you can't see it, so we're not going to... Like, Shark is way better. The Shark is here.
Right.
Oh.
That was a beautiful shot.
That was a beautiful shot,
Beautiful.
Spiros. That was great.
My math teacher's favorite word is phenomenal.
It is, yeah.
She loves saying it. She says it every day.
That's awesome. All right. We got 2 strikes. Let's see.
Get it?
Uh-oh. That goes a little too far right. All right. So we are going to finish the day. Cam is bowling a 2. He can max out for 223 here. Oh, 222.
222.
That's fantastic.
Yep, still a good game.
Yep.
I mean, this pattern, it's a little challenging.
Yep.
He'll
So-
take it.
Absolutely. And Jackson
A lot of
here.
people would.
And you know what? We are all wrapping up, Spiros. So we'll be back tomorrow morning,
Yes.
10 a.m. Eastern. Thank you all for joining us, and we will be back tomorrow.
This has been a live stream presentation of the 2023 Coastal Carolina Classic from Planet Fun in Charlotte, North Carolina. The 2023 SYC season would not be possible without the generous donations from our sponsors: Storm Bowling, IM Bowling, PBA Junior, KEGEL, Turbo 2-in-1 Grips, 3G Shoes, Ray's Eyewear, Ballard's Bowling Academy, Master Industries, Quality Respite and Home Care, and by T&D Transportation. Special thanks to the official scoring system of the Storm Youth Championships, Bowlmetrics. The preceding was produced exclusively by Storm Bowling. For more information on upcoming events and more, please visit stormbowling.com. Once again, thanks for watching.